Hello, my beautiful warriors of love, and welcome to this weekly reading from November 4th to November 10th. So what's important to learn, it's not important, but I feel like there's a transit happening. Venus moving into Sagittarius. Venus is the planet of love and finances, moving into Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, which is expansiveness, destiny, luck, abundance. That is a really beautiful foray. Like moving into this transit is bringing in new ways of earning, like receiving money, and new ways of receiving love. So you can throw out all those ideals and ideologies of how you see love and move into this with open-mindedness, exploration, exploratory. I love this. That transit just excites me. I don't know why. It's like moving into something new. And that's what we need to do. So, hello, my beautiful Aries. We got a tall tale. So we have a Pinocchio. He's Pinocchio sitting on a hat with a ghoul, like a ghost or whatever, on his hat. Anyways, this card, a tall tale. So when a long time ago, you say you're telling a tall tale instead of saying you're lying. What is this saying to me when I see this, Aries? Is that you're lying to yourself? Like most of us are lying to ourselves a lot because we find ourselves in situations where we don't want to really face the truth. Face the truth about a lover, a romantic partner, a family member, a friend, about our jobs, about our passions, our real passions. Like, this is the thing. We grow up, we have these ideas of where we want to be, then it changes in our 20s, and it changes in our 30s, and it keeps changing all the time, right? And then we get fixed, and we stay there. Let's say we get a job in fashion, and we've always wanted to have it, so we stick with it. And then after a while, it's like, well, it's not really where I want to be, but I've invested in fashion, finance, whatever it is. I've invested so much time in this, and now I just need to stay here. And this to me feels like some of you are getting to a place where you're kind of lying to yourself that it's not really panning out. It's not really working out for you, but you're holding on to it. You're holding on to this ideology, or holding on to this belief system, this value system, this religion, whatever this is, something that you have learned from childhood to now, and then it's just not working. It's not like aligning with you right now. And you feel bad about it, right? So Pinocchio felt bad too, right? He didn't want to hurt Geppetto's feelings. But keeping the lies inside is only going to make your nose grow longer, right? It's only going to make you feel more uncomfortable with yourself, with your body, with your mental, with everything. So I feel like you're somewhere in your life right now that you're not being 100% truthful with yourself, and you're going to start to feel it in your body. You're going to feel tired, you're gonna have headaches, it's gonna come out somehow. So like, it's almost, the theme of this is the truth will set you free. It always does. Stop holding on to the ideations that you had of where your life should be, who you should be with. It doesn't matter what you thought about yesterday. Where you are right now matters. So what is it that you want right now? This is also a tall tale. Always feels to me like a book. If some of you are thinking of publishing or writing a book, then go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Just do it. If it was a script, if it's writing in your journal, like expressing yourself somehow, do it. What are we waiting for, right? And this is a big card for me because, a lot of us don't speak our truth, and then we get stuck with a lot of the energies get stuck in your body, and then it expresses itself with dis-ease or with people not really fully understanding you, and it becomes very uncomfortable. So let the truth set you free. I love this energy for you, my beautiful Arians. Arians. That's not good. Aries. Rams. Okay. something bonds, some strengthening bonds. Oh, Ace of Wands, strengthening bonds, is in reverse, which is kind of interesting because the Ace of, did I say Wands? It's Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it's like a resistance for you to start fresh. You're resisting with, perhaps some of you were given a financial opportunity, a job opportunity. Some of you are been given the road to start a project. Maybe this is money as well, but this one is like strengthening bonds. So someone is trying to create a stronger bond with you, but you're like, no. And there's something resisting. You're like, no. And it could be a good thing that you're resisting. Maybe that's a little message that's coming to you that's like, oh, it's not the right thing. Or, I don't know. I feel like this is also look, she's on a path to the lights with the trees protecting her. And yet she's afraid. So what are you afraid of? Like, are you afraid of moving into the new? Because it's a 1, it's an ace, right? It's like the new beginning, a new chapter is trying to open up, and you're like maybe wanting to hide. Interesting. You've been given opportunity to move, to change your residence, to change your life, you know, to change your job, and yet you want to stay with the old. 8 of Pentacles, which is again the dedicated effort. This is you see he's painting the Sistine Chapel, kind of that's a kind of energy I always see. It's like Michelangelo here. So when we see these pentacle energies, it's definitely about job, or definitely about moving, or definitely about something, your school perhaps, or writing perhaps. There's a feeling here of, I mean, this is to me, speaks very highly in a feeling of stability, and financial stability, material world. Like, some of you are afraid to make these leaps and bounds because you're in this job that's very comfortable. You're making money. Why would I listen to the message that's coming in and telling me to go make jewelry? Why would I listen to the message that tells me to go and travel the world? Like, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm in studying, or I'm working, or I'm in this like healthy relationship. I'm like, you know, there's this part of you, the universe is like egging you to move into your truth. And the truth of it is that it's that passion that's inside you. It's a constant message that keeps coming over and over and over again. And you're gonna see it, like in these days, we see these messages coming on social media. You're like, oh, I was thinking that, and it's showing up, right? Well, that's your AI in your brain. That's like translating into this, right? So why don't you tap into your OI, which is your original intelligence, and in that sense, like, listen. To me, I keep getting, you know, whatever, I won't talk about me, like I get blockages for certain things, and then I get these messages of other things, and I'm like, I've never even thought twice about it. But isn't that what we're moving into? We're moving into something new, and yet you're holding back, and you're like, no, I want to stay in this old. I don't want to go to the light, Sabrina. I don't want to change. I want to stay here normal. Like, whatever. I'm okay. It's okay. So what if he treats me badly? So what if he ignores me? So what if she does this? So what, you know, it's like, to me, the Eight of Pentacles almost feels like you're just sticking to the routine. And your challenge is the Four of Coins, which is Capricorn. So everything here, this is a Virgo energy. Everything here is earth sign, which makes a lot of sense, because the earth sign is like this groundedness. It's not moving, having fear of moving. And the Aries energy is like impulsive, you know, like it's like, let's do this. But this week you're feeling a little bit fearful. Again, about money. I see money here being your issue. I'm not making enough money. I can't move into what I want to move into. So what are you doing? You're just quashing your purpose. The reason you're here. You're not trusting that God or universe is providing for you. You're still trusting in the matrix. You're still trusting that out there's someone there that you're still believing in the fact that you're not good enough. And that's why you're like, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to touch this. I'm not going to do this. I have to tell you, when I see these cards, I almost feel like you're settling. You're settling for good enough money. You're settling for good enough living arrangements, for good enough. Because you don't really feel worthy enough. Or you don't feel like you're being... you're almost listening to the lies that you're telling yourself. You know, your ego's coming in and saying, you're not good enough. You can't do this. Like, are you for real? You think you want to go and travel? You think you want to go and do this? And you don't have enough money to live. You know, that's your ego that continuously comes in, telling you you're not. You can't. And your soul is like, hello, I want to come out of here. You can do anything. Oh, this is a great card. This is a crown chakra. What is the crown chakra? It's this. What does this mean? The crown chakra is your connection to source, the connection to God, to creator, to the universe, to energy, all that is. And it's coming in and saying, hello, where have you like lost your way here, Aries? Where have you fallen for all the tricks of the book? Everyone else around you telling you you're not good enough, or this whole society saying that if you're not making 6 digits, then you are useless, you're nothing. Why are you listening to the stories, the tall tales that are being told out here? Because it's all lies. You're the one who has connection to everything and all that is. And yet you don't believe in it. And herein lies the problem. And when you don't believe in it, then you stop doing what you're doing, and you stop your creativity, and you stop following the path that you wanted to follow for millions of years, for lifetimes and lifetimes, right? It's now the time. Stop focusing so much on what you don't have and what you are not, and what, like everything that's negative. Stop focusing on that and trust that when you start to believe, when you start to truly live in your truth, which is you knowing who you are, then you start to get connected more and more and more. And this will, and new money and new opportunities and new doors open. But doors close. Doors will close when you're like not believing in yourself, and when you're lying to yourself. And we keep staying in the same field, or in the same relationship, or in the same job, and the same, house, and the same thing, because you don't think that you can afford the next step, or you don't think that you are good enough. And then the universe will continuously send you lesson after lesson after lesson, until you wake up one day and say, I am it. And that's that. Wow, I love this. Limitations inspire innovations. Amazing, right? You're limiting yourself to this narrow-mindedness. So in that limitation, can you inspire yourself? Can you find your way to your crown chakra and go into your soul star, into your galactic, and all of that, all the other chakras? And who cares about the chakras? It's just like you are it. Stop limiting yourself. Stop believing in the outside world, and stop believing in your lies, in your own stories that you're telling yourself. That you can only, be successful if you did this, and you can only be enough with the story. They're old. This is the truth is, and I'm gonna do a let's talk about this because it's really big. It's coming up a lot. where you are right now is important for you. If you are in a place where you are making no money and you're living in a place that's very uncomfortable, or you just broke up with someone, or you just met someone, or like whatever the situation is, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. Can you trust that the universe is put you here because something is coming? And the universe, God, creator, you're the God self is like, okay, I put myself here to see that how I can push through this. But I'm not going to fall back, and I'm not going to go look for help from the external world. I'm not going to go look for external validation from someone else because I don't feel good enough. I'm going to sit with it and I'm going to say, okay, I'm ready. What I do all the time is I get to these places, which I'm again at this place, and I'm like, I'm ready for the next phase. I'm ready to level up. Show me the way. Let's do this together. Right? You're not here alone. You have a whole team that you don't see. Work with them. They're here to help you. And me, I'm here to help you. Inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Exactamundo. Like, this feels to me that you have it all. So stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to everybody else. Truly love who you are. In all of it. Like, this is the problem with humanity, is you're always like comparing yourself to that star. Oh, look at her. Look what her life is. Like, they're not real people. They're movie actors playing in a movie that is yours as well. And you're the director of your own life. So where do you want to be? And can you be okay with this choice that you made right now? Can you be okay that you are, I have no money right now, or I have no boyfriend or girlfriend, and I'm okay with it because I chose to be like this right now. I'm not needing love. I'm not needing love outside of myself. I'm okay with where I'm now, and I'm ready for whatever is coming because I directed this movie for myself. And the fact is that we change it all the time. You're saying that you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with the job that you're doing for yourself. So you keep changing it. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna go get a loan from the bank. I'm gonna go get a loan. This is all fake scenes. So you're creating more and more, and they're like, no, man, you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be here, and you're supposed to own it. Wow, I think that's really beautiful advice. By the way, okay, this is good. This is a good ending. I hope that this helps some of you and gives you the inspiration to stay put, but stop lying to yourself and get truthful with where you're at and love where you're at. All right, my beautiful Aries. Thank you, Laurie, for being a Ko-fi member. If you'd like to join me and support me on a monthly basis, the link is down below. Also, you could support me by booking a session with me. I do Akashic, Soul Journey. There's 2025 readings coming up. I do the 6 months, year. We can have fun. We can look at what's going on. I also will bring in your astrological birth chart, all of it. All right. I love you. And I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got endless possibilities, 3811. I kind of find that poetic that we're in the November 11th month and it's showing up here. Endless possibilities showing up because what does that mean? It's like us moving beyond all these belief systems that we have, all these I keep pointing here is to the ego. Like, it's like allowing things to just move in without already having our that are not on your to-do list, that are not on your vision board list. Like, it's the universe wants to open you up to new. But if you continuously want to get to the new by using old modalities, by using old ways, it's going to be harder for you to receive the new. Right? Like, endless possibility, look, she's like as a star at the top of her head, this connection to source. There's just this beautiful cosmic way about her, and I love it. But I feel like a lot of us still are holding on really tightly and attaching to this old matrix. And you're like, I know, but how do I get out of it? And I'm like, I totally get it, because me too, I'm having it's a little challenging, but more and more it gets less and less challenging, because I literally am not even, I don't follow anything. I don't follow news. I don't follow any rules that, around me. It's just not, it's me accepting that the new is coming in and I'm ready for whatever. I told Aries, and I want to share this with you too, because it's like, it's beautiful. It's us like fully accepting where we are right now. And by doing so, we accept that right now I have no money. Right now I have, and I'm okay with it. Right now I don't have a partner. Right now things are not going well for me here. Like being accepting of what is at the moment. And it's supposed to be like this. Because endless possibilities will only come to you if you start accepting everything. It's not like our lives are not supposed to be happy-go-lucky every single moment. Right? We didn't design it that way. How else would you get out of here? How else would you make it a cathartic moment? How else would you see your progress if you always were in Pleasantville mode? So this to me feels like there's magic coming our way. Be patient, allow it to show up, and allow it to come however it's supposed to come. Because you can't control it. You got to be okay with this unknown. Six of Wands. We start off with victory at the very beginning. Success, this feeling of freedom. Look at her. Her hands are up, but she's not really looking at us, right? And I love it that she's not looking at us, because she's like, I don't care what you deem as success outside world, but I feel great. I feel like alive. And this is a 6, is like a kind of a purple here. So it's the third eye. That feeling of harmony, that 6 card is harmony, but it's like harmony to the plate, to like that. Like, I don't care. I'm happy. All my candles are lit, like I'm in a place where life is a little shitty for me and dark and gloomy, but I know that through all the wispy and branches, there's something waiting for me. I love it. So I don't know, some of you might have gotten a raise or a promotion. Some of you are in a situation in your life where perhaps you're really proud of yourself for whatever steps you're taking. And maybe everyone else is like, well, that's a really stupid, that's what I feel like that could be it too. That's a really, they don't see it the way you're seeing it. And that's why her back is to us. I think. I really like that, actually. The Princess of Coins. The Page of Coins is you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is Leo. And she's facing us with coins. So again, there's that energy. I don't know if you listened to the intro, that energy of that Venus entering to Sagittarius. Venus is Taurus, Libra. And that's us. There's that energy of money is coming in. And there's victory right here. So some of you might have put out you're looking for a job, you're looking for real estate, you're looking for something, and it's like, yes, it's coming towards you. Or this is like organize yourself, get yourself all down on paper, get yourself organized on what you want to do. That's, to me, the Page of Pentacles is always about that. It's like both winning. They're both winning. To me, this could be also that money that's coming in that you have no idea what it is. And maybe this is you won the lottery and you have money and you know how to share it. I love it. The 2 of Wands, spread your wings. What is your challenge? The 2 of Wands, you're at a crossroads. It's really interesting. You're things are going really well for you, Taurus, and maybe some of you are not, but you're feeling, knowing it. You have a feeling that there is something happening, or, again, these 2 cards are very promising. There's definitely some movement when it comes to finances, or it comes to a job or real estate. feels very positive here, but yet there's a part of you that doesn't want to make the move. It's fearing the next move. Why? You know, you're worried, maybe you're worrying about money again, and the universe is like, you don't have nothing to worry about. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to help you through this. Let me see what the next card is. Whew! The Magician. Like, is that like amazing or what? I don't know who's got to hear this, but you're about to move on to a journey that perhaps is written in your contract, but you're ready to, there's full expansion here. So you've been maybe working on the sly, you know, you've been working on the down low with her, not looking at us. I kind of like that. And you've been already organizing, preparing yourself for what's next. You've been, the dreams that have been coming up in your mind, it's already something that you're writing down. Maybe you're not expressing it to the world, you're expressing it to Mother Nature, and you're expressing it to your spirits, guides, or whoever. That's why her back is to us. And then the page comes in and says, yes, we're starting to put things in motion for you, Taurus. Stay the course. And then your mind, this is wands, fire energy. Your mind is like, no, it's taking too long. What you know, maybe things are not going to work out for me. Maybe I should rethink this. Oh my God, this is so Taurus right now. And then the universe is like, no. Trust that even if you turn every corner and it looks bleak and it looks bleak and it looks bleak, that the last corner that you pick, the Magician is here with all the resources. The Magician is here to help you move into the next. Magic is here. Exactamundo. Magic doesn't show up because everything is going great. Magic shows up when you've moved through the lessons, when you've fallen down the black hole, when you've fallen down the rabbit hole, right? The Magician will show up and say, hey, abracadabra, here's your wish that comes true. I love this. Stay the course, Taurus. The Magician is a Gemini energy. Is like, don't back down now. Don't live in that fear mode. Don't resist it. Don't go back to, oh my God, I need to go back and do this, or I need to go back to doing that again. Oh my God, that's like not here in the cards at all. This could be your children that you're thinking about. You're like, oh, my children, maybe they're not going to have enough money if I continue this dream of mine. And the Six of Wands is absolutely not. The Six of Wands and the Magician here are like telling you, you continue on this path. You continue blazing this trail because you are actually going down the right path. And yes, it's a little uncomfortable here. Wow. Feed your artist. Yes. Which is what? Feed your heart. Feed the creator inside you. You are the creator. Whether you like it or not, you are the creator of this earth. You are the creator. Maybe some of you are creative. Like, feed that. Maybe you're knitters. Maybe you're painters. You're drawers. You know, you're drawers? Is that a word? Anyways, artists. Okay. Maybe you're, you know, you make jewelry. Maybe whatever it is. Maybe you make movies. Whatever it is, you feed it. Stick with this. Do it. Don't listen to everybody else, and don't listen to me. Listen to your heart. The Magician, the artist, the Six of Wands, I don't know, man. And the Page of Pentacles. I see so many opportunities coming your way. And like I said at the very beginning, I truly, with these cards, I truly feel like it's going to freaking surprise you. It might not even be what you're doing right now. So be open to that. It might be a little bit what you're doing, but completely changed. And that's what we're doing. That's what's happening right now. We cannot stay in this old. It's so miraculous. I love it. I'm like in love. Oh, I love this card. Divine Abundance. Maze balls. You were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. 1000%. Learn that the abundance is here already, even if it doesn't look like it, even if it doesn't feel like it. Learn it, love it, be it. I don't know, Taurus, because I'm a Taurus, but I know in my depth of my soul that something is coming for all the signs. But for Taurus specifically, I feel like all Taurians go through the same phases where there's a lot and there's a little bit and there's a lot and there's like, oh, and there's like Taurus was meant that you're, I mean, where, I don't know, I was born in Taurus in the 10th house, which is career and ambition, and it's Capricorn energy, Saturn. So where, you know, look where you're born. I mean, I really need to do this. I need to look, like create those sessions, because I really feel like it's important that we look at that a little bit, because it does change and it makes you understand more of what your priorities are. But here, regardless of my ramble here, you are moving into abundance and safety even, but also magical change, like an up leveling. And the Six of Wands to me is like the theme of this deck. I love her because she's not looking at us. And usually I would say, oh, she's not looking at us. But I feel like she sees something that we don't see yet. She's seeing these beautiful opportunities. She's seeing the next steps, but she doesn't want to show us. And this almost reminds me of my higher self, who does not want to tell me anything because he wants me to discover this on my own. And that's that. So can you stay the course, my beautiful Taurians? We got this. We're going to freaking fly through this. We're going to up level like crazy. And I do believe the Taurus is a guiding light for many. So hold on tight. Let's get, I'm going to pull another card. I feel like I brought this out for my reels, but let's give a last card for Taurus, please. Oh, embrace the flow of life. That's in one of my YouTube shorts that came out flying. So that's lovely too. Embrace the flow of life. Embrace the flow. Trust it and let it go. Right, my beautiful Taurus. I almost called you Aquarius, but what is going in my head? Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. Enjoy my coffee. We're going to do monthly Q&As, and also I do monthly exclusive content. So, and also book a session, and 2025 is coming up. I'm doing a lot of 2025 readings now. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got the time machine with an eye there. I love it. I wanted to read a little bit from the book, which is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Sometimes you walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. The best course of action here is to rest, practice self-compassion, and make a conscious choice to do something differently next time. Clarity will come. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware. You can make a different choice regarding how you respond to life right now. And like I said in Instagram, Facebook, it's like, if you do what you always did, then you get what you always got, right? It's like, if you continuously repeat the same patterns over and over again, well, you're going to continuously get the same responses over and over because you're working in an old energy. And that's why a lot of my readings, I talk about this old energy and moving into this new energy. And a lot of people can get annoyed by me always talking about it. But it's really important that I repeat it over and over again, because you catch yourself And it's almost like, oh yeah, that's what she's talking about, right? This is like, I can't be crying over the same person over and over again. At one point, I got to change something up, right? Next time, I'll just honor him or her for having like pissed me off or having hurt me, and then I'm going to move on. And that's like that disconnect that changes everything. Right? The time machine is asking you, you want to keep going back? You want to keep going back to how you felt then, how you were then, or even like, I was so rich then, I was so this then. Okay, but can we leave it there? Because right now, this is where you need to be, and accept it and allow it. Okay, Sabrina. So, woo, the world. I love it. The world is such an important card because it's this end of your journey. Like, you're at the end of the fool's journey, and now you're ready for the new. So are you ready for this new? And obviously, if it's coming up here, it means that you are. You're like, some of you are actually making the moves to fully step into this new. The world card could be some of you are traveling. There's a lot of growth here. You know, like, you've learned a big lesson in your life, and you know exactly what it is. Now that I'm telling you, you're like, yeah, I know. I've trudged through this, Sabrina. I have learned my lesson. You know, I keep going back to I keep expecting the same things over and over and over again. I keep dating the same people who have the same problems all the time. You know, these are the patterns that you have to pay attention to, because there's no point in going back to an old. There's no point. But I say this, but we do it, right? We still do it because we're like, oh no, this time I'm better because I'm a better person. But there's a reason why you keep going back to that same pattern, that same behavior, that same personality, because it's something that's unresolved within you. And soon enough, when you do resolve it, that same person can show up and you could be like, no, I'm not interested. Next. And that's the work that we're doing. And some of you are coming to the end of that. Some of you have fully like understood this. You're like, I've seen the pattern. I'm releasing it from me, and I'm moving into something new. Bravo, by the way. But this also could be as very simple as travel, right? You could be traveling in November, which is kind of great if you're living in Canada or Eastern United States. Get out. But there's also this feeling, I like that, you know, the colorful leaves, which is fall, you know, they look more springy than anything else, but the purity of her in maybe some of you getting married, who knows? There's a feeling here of change, even though the world is not really a change card because it's ruled by Saturn. And it's a Capricorn energy, and Pluto is moving into Capricorn, like moving out of Capricorn after 16 years of being there. And it's like freedom. Oh, I'm going to be stuck on the world card. I love it. 8 of Swords, Gemini energy showing up. This is you, right? This is interesting. I love this actually, because this speaks volumes. It's like you're at the end of something. You're about to move into a new job, a new relationship, a new you, right? A new home, a new fitness regime, a new lifestyle change. Like, this is like a big thing, because this is a big, like a long journey that you've been on, and then and a full realization here. Like a full realization of something that it's time to change. Boom, time machine. We're going to leave that in the past, and now I'm going to go move into the present. And then in full Gemini mode, you're like, oh, fear kicks in, anxiety kicks in, you know, like all guilt, all of this energy kicks in. You're like, oh, I don't know, am I ready? Should I just go back a little bit? Maybe I just go back and play the field a little bit more, or whatever, you know, like that's the worry that kicks in. It's like your clutter, your mind that's like, you're not good enough. Maybe you can't do this. You can't go into the next thing. Nah, 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 nah. You know, this is like the radio. Interesting. Your challenge is in Hierophant energy. And this card is teach. Right? It's an education card. The Hierophant energy is like the Pope in the original. It's that leadership role. It's that fixed earth sign that's asking you to get grounded, and you're like, and it's your challenge. Wow. You know what I love this, because this Hierophant card is like the wisdom that you have, the inner wisdom you have. You know what you need to do. And yet you're like, no, I'm like, you're I love this. I really do, because these are both earth signs. They're surrounding you. And it's like, this is your past and this is your future. And you're like, I don't want to know any of these. I don't want to know anything. And like, I'm scared about like, I want this. I want this new. I want to start something new. I want to start this new relationship. I want to start on a new foot. I want to do this. And I know it. I could see it. I could feel your energy here, Gemini, that you're ready to put it all behind you, to forgive, right? Forget, not to forget, but to forgive, to release. And yet this shows up and it's like, are you really? You know, your ego is like, you're not going to let go of me now. I'm going to come back and I'm going to make you play a little bit longer here. And your inner wisdom is like, hello, you know what you need to do. But you're resisting and you're challenged by it. I'm curious. Three of Wands shows up. Aries, fire. It's like F the earth, F the air here, and let's just go. I kind of like this a lot. So I don't know what's you only know this, but there is something massive. To see the World card show up, it means this is a big leap that you are doing. You are in the process of moving into, moving away from. It could be a relationship that was unhealthy for you. It could be a job that you've been not really excited about. It could be at a job that you were excited about. It could be a relationship that you were happy with, but you know that there's something else. You know, it could be a lot of things. It could be you just dropping everything and saying, you know, I'm going to buy a backpack and I want to travel the world. And everybody else going, oh my God, and you're like, who cares? I'm a multi-dimensional soul that wants to experience whatever I'm experiencing. And I've told this to Aries and I've told this to Taurus. There comes a time when the messages are clear and we're not listening to them. And here I feel like you've been getting the same message over and over again. And you know what? The bride here, the purity, I feel like it's time to be born anew. You know, we come into this life and we're like fresh, pure souls. And then till we get brainwashed, you know, we get into schools and education systems, we get like fully programmed again. And now we're fully moving out of these programs. But your Gemini inside you, the Gemini nature, is to overthink, and it's like coming in strong, so freaking strong. And I almost feel like this is your programming too. It's like, are you sure? Like both of them working in tandem, saying, are you sure that you're doing the right thing? You think, and the Three of Wands swoops in, freaking Aries, and says, fuck them all. Like, what are you doing? Stop listening to everyone else. Stop listening to your like ego, who is just trying to protect you, but in a really weird way. It's trying to keep you in that. It's trying to keep you from taking this leap outside of the card. It's trying to keep you in here, in that old journey. It's like the Three of Wands, like, you don't know where you're going. So what? Can you trust? Can you trust that you got to this point, Gemini, that you found yourself, and now you're going to move into an unknown, which the 33 of Wands is like, I don't know, we're going somewhere, but not here. The 3 of Wands, like, I am not staying here anymore. I'm done. Are you following? Or you want to go back? To me, it's this very clear. Like, this is the end of the journey. The end of the journey. Now, she's moved into this card. She's puts on her yellow dress. And she's like, yo, I am all about sunshine and happiness. I was, you know, like, if we can use this. This is red, right? Oh my God, the red with the swords everywhere. I'm just going to start fresh and new. And it's like, oh no, blood and terror and the end of the world. And then she's like, fuck it. I'm going to walk through this mirror. I'm going to get to here. And I'm going to put on my yellow dress of optimism. And I'm going to move into set sail into the unknown. And I'm cool with that. I got my 3 lanterns helping me to see in the dark. I'm ready. So are you ready? I was going to call you Taurus. Gemini, are you ready to walk away from this and really move into the new? You got 2 cards here, so interesting. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. Love it. Yellow, exactly. Look at the cards. They work. It's like, fill your cup with laughter. Fill your cup with positivity, optimism, not your Gemini self that wants to keep you in that old. And it's in flow with money. You know, I almost feel like that's what the next card is. Let's do this. You change the way you see things. You change. You're ready for this new. You get ready for this new. Abundance will follow. Happiness will follow. All will start to make sense in this new path. You know, this is the convergence of all timelines. That's what's happening right now. All of our timelines are like coming into one, collapsing into one. But are we going to get stuck in timelines? No, we're not. We're going to get ready for the new, for the unknown. Right, my beautifuls? Right. So let's do, oh my God. I love this card. Limitless. Thank you. This is amazing. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. Come on. These cards are so potent. Look at these colors. They're working so well together. I mean, I really feel like, you know, yourself here, yeah, we're going to put her in the back here, continuously comes in. You got to be very discerning. You got to pay attention to your ego. When it comes in, you know that you got to love and say thank you for protecting me, but I'm done. I'm done with this old. I need to move into the new. I have no idea where I'm going. I have a kind of an idea who I want to be with. I have kind of an idea of how I want to look or how I want to be or what, but I have no idea. But I'm ready. I'm ready. Show me the way. I'm ready. Let's go. I mean, I love this. I don't know, Gemini, for whoever's watching this, I feel like this is really potent and it's important for you to see this because some of you feel like you're stuck and no one is stuck in a situation. You're only stuck because your mind tells you you're stuck. You're only there because you feel like you can't do anything, but you can do anything you want. And you're not limited to what you think you're limited to. Well, I don't have money. Well, because you think you don't have money. Right now, you're not supposed to have money. Can you be okay with the fact that right now you don't have money? Can you be okay with the fact that right now this is where you need to live? Can you be okay with the fact that right now you need to be divorced or married or whatever it is? Just accept where you are, but get ready for the next. Because the next is calling your name. And the next is going to open you up to abundance and happiness, you know, to endless possibility like Taurus had. This is all about your mindset more than anything ever. And Gemini is all about that. You falling back into this. And we're here to help you through this. To recognize when the ego comes in. And I don't want to. We don't want to hate the ego, but we don't want to follow it either. We want to be able to say, thank you for protecting me, but now you can go back to sleep because I want to get ready for the unknown. The ego's afraid of the unknown because it's like, oh, there's nothing, I don't know. All right, my beautiful Gemini, this is your message of the week. This is a really beautiful message for those of you who resonate with it. If you don't, check your rising and your moon as well. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi as well and do all the things and book a 2025 session with me. All the information is down below. Love, love, love you. Let's do this. Time machines. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got the land between. I kind of love that it's a 40. 4 is foundation and like pillars on the earth, grounded and rooted. And here you have this in-between world. It's not so grounded. The in-between is such a beautiful place to be and a scary place to be at the same time, because the in-between is this place where you have one foot in one world, one foot in another world, and you're like, I don't know where I want to go. Do I want to be in a relationship? Sometimes I don't feel like I want to be there. Sometimes I want to be successful at work, and sometimes I just want to escape it. Like it's the polarity of this world kind of feeling. But both sides are pretty stable, right? Because both sides have their value systems. But here in between, you want to become the observer. You want to be that neutral point, which is exactly where we need to be. But it's very challenging to do that when you're in this this kind of world, where it's like pick sides. You have to choose your side. You can't be just neutral. You got to be anti or pro. You got to be like black or white. You got to be this, and it's like you got to be this religion, or else you can't. Kind of that's the feeling here with this card. And part of you, Cancer, is like, oh, well, I'm kind of happy just being on the outside right now. I don't want to deal with anything. And people would see that as weak, but I see that as a strength, because to stand as an observer, sorry, I was itchy in my back. Stand as the observer is the hardest, is the most challenging. And to be very open to everyone, including yourself, of course, too. There's also a feeling of imbalance with this. That's what's coming up for me. I feel like some of you are one step here, one step there, afraid to fully commit to something. So you're like, okay, I'm just gonna, like sometimes neutrality could be taken as you could be playing both sides, which is not really what you're doing. You need to be doing. It's not about you like, oh, well, people pleasing is what I'm trying to tell you. It could be people who play both sides. It's just because you want to please them and you want to please them. But you're not being really fully truthful with yourself. And you're not really in the in-between over here. You're probably more in the in-between in the crevice. Right? What's these two things that are coming up for me. So let's just see the cards before we get further into this. We have the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles, which is a Taurus energy. This could be a father in your life. This could be your husband, could be your ex, could be your like a friend of yours, a grandfather or a boss, someone authoritative, someone older than you. Usually, doesn't always have to be. It could be your same age, but someone that has power in your life. This could be you, that you're in a place of stability, financial stability, that you are, if you're a business owner, it looks really good to me. If you're someone who works in a company, feels like you might be getting a bonus or reward or accolades. But it's a strong card, especially him here. It's like, poof. It's almost very virile. He has like the coin between his legs. It's very like man card. So if you're single, you could be meeting someone who's very virile, very strong. I don't know. It's money. It's money. I feel like money might be coming into you. This is a great sign. you know, financial reward of sorts. Let's see what else is coming up for you. Okay, lovers. So if you're single, this is the greatest omen you could ever get. Duo. It's a Gemini Taurus energy, but this is like a man is coming into your life who is your soulmate, who is someone who is meant to be someone. Like, if you look at her, she's in a blue cape and she's looking at this beautiful picture. Look at her vision. She's like, oh, you know, my dream is about to come true. Not only is he like the love of my life, but he's freaking loaded too. You know, that's that kind of energy that's showing up. So not every single Cancer this is going to happen, but there's a definite stability here showing up for you. Like financial. Your home, maybe you're gonna buy a new home, sell a home, make money somehow. And then we have the Lovers card, which is that was a great choice. You know, if it's not about love, it's about choice. Like your choices will be on point. No in between here. So it's very interesting why this card showed up. Your challenge is the Star card, which in this deck is the Healing card. Oh, this, like, you hear the dog that's like barking? It's like, stop leaving your dogs alone. The Star card in reverse is a feeling of isolation, a feeling alone. There could be a health-wise, things are not going as great as you would hope for. But it's also the dimming of your light, the feeling that you're crazy. You know, your hopes and dreams are taking a step back right now. That could be the in-between right now. This is really interesting, Cancer. Of course, you're always the Knight of Swords, another Gemini energy. This is Aquarius. So we have a lot of air here and one earth. No water showing up for you. Okay, let's look at all these cards together. Let's just put this. We know it's a challenge. Okay. So my assessment of this is, some of you feel like you're in a really good place right now. Financially, with a home, with your job, with your partner, what have you. There's a choice that you need to make when it comes to love, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your hopes and dreams coming true. There's a choice that you need to make, which is this in-between moment. That to you, it's a do or die kind of moment. And the Star, the fact that it's in reverse, you feel a little bit at odds with yourself. You're like, everything's going pretty good for myself, but you know, I'm not sure how to proceed. Do I open myself to love? Do I not? Do I open myself to friends or do I not? Do I try different modalities to heal myself, or do I continue going the same route? Do I do some other ways of making money, or do I maybe I need to change the way I date people. Maybe I need to change the way I'm partnered with people. Maybe I have to change the way I love or receive love. And that's kind of the in-between where you're at right now. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because there's a big part of you with the King of Coins that you are feeling really good. Like deep down inside, you're like, I'm pretty good. I'm at a place in my life where things are settled. You know, I don't party. I don't live a big life. Like, I'm okay with it. I don't want to, or you know, some of you do. Whatever, it doesn't mean it. Like this is a very stable, grounded energy. These are not, right? These are not. These are Geminis, like, woo! But like the Lovers showing up feels like a choice card more than anything. It's choosing how you want to be the star of your life. It's choosing how you want to be the star of your movie. You know, I almost feel like you're in that in between, like, do I want to live a life of grandeur and fun and material world and this, or do I want to live a life of subtlety? You know, the King of Coins is very chill, Netflix and chill kind of guy. He loves to eat. He loves to drink a good glass of wine. He loves a partner that's loyal. You know, he loves to go on lavish trips. You know, there's like that's coming up here. There's so much coming up here. Oh my God. If I had you in front of me, I could help you. There's that kind of, you know, and I almost like the Lovers is have your dreams come true yet? Are you in a place where things are working out for you? Is there something else that you're looking for? You know, you're at that in between. Where do you want to make changes in your life? You know, because this showing up as the challenge is that I don't feel like some of your dreams have all come true in your life, and you're the only person guiding this life. So where is it that you need to make changes? Are you relying on your lover to help you through this? Are you relying on someone in your life to do the things that you want to do? You know, that keeps you in the in-between. Because, oh, well, my partner doesn't like to travel, so I'm going to just stay home. And I'm going to, you know, feel like I'm going to dim my light. I'm going to be conscious. I'm going to consciously not make my dreams come true. That's what's feeling. That's what's feeling here. And if it's not a partner or whatever, it's like, where in your life are you denying yourself? Where in your life are you dimming your light? Playing small. You know, where in your life are you not fully healing yourself because you're in your mind, or you're worried about what other people will think, blah blah blah. This is a huge thing. This is a huge card showing up here. This being in reverse as your challenge is big, because the Aquarian, we're moving into an Aquarian energy, which is expansive, and I feel like you're playing small here. It's almost like you're hiding behind your dream life with the Lovers. You're just looking at it. You're saying, oh wow, this is what my dream would be. I always wanted to be like this, or I always wanted to have money, or I always wanted to live the life like this, but I don't, but I won't, because I've come to terms with who I am. And it's like, and the universe is like, yo, are you for real? No. This is not you. You're not here to play small. You're not here to just accept. Right? And I say that in a very strong place, because I've been talking about accepting where you are. Yes, you can accept that you are in a place where you have no money right now. I've been talking about this for the past 3 signs. Accept your situation right now, but to accept because of someone else, no. You accept where you are at. But if you're moving around and navigating this life and following someone else's path, then you're fully dimming your light. Well, this is what they would do. Oh, I want to make them happy. You know, my daughter, my son, my partner, my friends, you know, they would prefer that, so I will follow them. Absolutely not. You are a star. You are a healer. You're a Healy, or whatever you are. It doesn't matter. That is what I'm seeing. It's like you're looking at your own life and you're not fully living it. because you're too worried about what other people are going to think, what other people are going to say, blah, 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 blah. And the Knight of Swords is, let's go. Let's get on the freaking horse, black horse, stallion, with the truth up in the air, the sword, and let's get going. Let's live our life to the fullest. And we're going to do it quickly, Cancer. We're not going to sit around and like complain and then victimize ourselves and blame and shame everybody else around us because we're not living our life. Because it's almost like you're watching your own life. Oh, this is what it could be. This is so interesting. And it's like up to you to be the director of your own movie. You want to be, you want to travel more? Travel more. Yeah, but Sabrina, I don't have money. Well, travel when you have the money. Put yourself out there. If maybe you're not supposed to be traveling. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need to start trusting these next steps. That's what I feel is coming here for you. You're not supposed to be watching yourself. You're supposed to be directing yourself. So some of you are playing a little too small for even Sabrina's taste. And maybe this is someone who's very authoritative and someone who's very controlling as well. Or someone in your life that is needing your assistance, needing your help. And so maybe all your life you've had someone that has always needed you, and you've always had to watch the screen of where you wanted to be your whole life. And the star is like, yeah, what's up? What are you doing here, Cancer? Wow. You are magic. 1000%. That you are. You are a star in a physical form. And if you're choosing to live the life of someone else, because they're your mother, your father, your partner, then these like roles in your life are only created by you, by an external world. What is it you want to do? If you feel like an obligation, you have to stay because they're this. The obligation again is just limiting. You're the magician here. Where do you want to be? Freedom. Exactly. Oh my God, it's amazing. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. That's what I'm feeling here with you, Cancer. I really truly feel like some of you are not fully living the life that you want. You're so hung up on what everyone else is going to think about you, or you're so hung up on pleasing so many people around you that you'll never even get to fully live the life that you've dreamed of. So if this message comes to you and it triggers you, I'm happy in a good way, because it needs, like, there needs to be this moment where you click off, you click into, oh yeah, I forgot about me. And I need to start thinking about me more. Is it selfish? Absolutely not. This is your journey. This is your life. This is the life you chose in this lifetime. Listen to the messages. Listen to your heart, what it's telling you to do. Trust it. Be the director of your movie again. There's no one around you that can change that for you, except for your kids, that you can work with them. All right, my beautiful Cancer, I hope this message resonated. If not, check your rising and your moon. Doesn't have to resonate every single week. And of course, these are general readings, so if you need to book a session with me, feel free to do so. And book a 2025 reading as well. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And join my Ko-fi too for monthly exclusive content. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got Beyond the Ordinary, 45-9. End of a journey. Look at this card. Freaking awesome. I love this card because for those of you on this journey, we are this. Like, this is exactly where we are. And are you living in this kind of realm? Are you living with this idea of I have no idea what's coming next. We are moving into the biggest unknown ever. And who the F cares? Because I'm living my life at the fullest like this. You know, kind of thing. It's like beyond the matrix, beyond the structure and the rules. It's like surrendering into the now. Surrendering to the unknown. Yep, this is what it is. Like, I have no idea what's coming. Maybe I even look like this, you know, in my true form. Right? And I'm okay with it. For me, there's what's coming up for a lot of you Leos is like falling in love with your crazy. Falling in love with this unknown version of you. Falling in love with this this creative part of you that's trying to come out. Maybe some of you have been feeling a lot of this creativity, wanting to express itself, right? Whether it's creative fields like art or media or fashion or hairdressing or whatever it is, like, or even finance, if you can be creative about finances. You know, like, there's a part of you that is wanting to show and tell, which is such a Leo energy. And I want you to do it. And I'm here to tell you, like, fully express yourself, people. It's enough. Enough playing freaking small. Enough playing the game. Enough, like, hiding. You are beyond the ordinary. So let's live it. You know, like, wear the jewels. Like, I'm going to be wearing more and more jewels as you watch me, because I got so much. I said, let me show it off. So we have the Three of Cups. Share the love, which is beautiful. It kind of has that yellow streak here. It's a Cancer energy. This is about celebration. It's about rejoicing. It's about socializing, networking. You know, I also have a feeling it's almost like maybe old friends will be coming back into your life. New old acquaintances that could help you further along. Maybe the soul tribe members that you once knew are coming back into your life. You know, that could be it, because we're the love is in your hand, and your as you express yourself outwardly and creatively or lovingly, the tribe comes in. It feels like you are, you know, November, we're in the northern hemisphere on the eastern board. It's a little ugly and dark and gloomy, so maybe this is a great time for you to go out there and live life to the fullest. And you know what? When I see the Three of Cups, I always think of perhaps this is a message for some of you who are a little bit of cocooners that are, it's like maybe it's a time for you to, it's a message is what I'm trying to say. It's probably like a message for you guys to go out. If someone asks you out, say yes. Maybe there's something that is waiting for you. There's someone you need to meet. There's something that you need, like, you know, there's something feeling here for you. I like this, actually. I feel like this is a message for you. Share your love, and it will come back tenfold. Go beyond the ordinary. The next card is, Five of Pentacles. Feeling alone. Interesting. So these are two energies completely different, one from the other. The Five of Pentacles is a poverty mindset, feeling like you're not enough, feeling you're not good enough. This is kind of an interesting energy, actually. Let's say you do start to go out. Maybe some of you have already started going out and you feel like you're not at par with other people. I like that. You know, there's a lot of times that we go to parties, we go to things, wherever you go into family meetings, you go wherever, you're meeting people all the time. And those of you who are on this journey will always be deemed crazy, first of all. And secondly, if you're not talking about the journey, if you're just like, there's a comparison game that continuously happens with humanity, right? You go out and it's like, what do you do? What do you do? How much money do you make? Where are you? Like, where are you in life? Oh, you're or still not making enough money, or you're still here in this, that's this showing up to me. Is that some of you are being called to go out there, to expose yourself, to expose yourself to these people, to get that feeling come up inside you. And I know you're like, why? Because that's the challenge. This is when you step into your beyond the ordinary. This is when you say, well, I'm actually supposed to be in. You don't have to explain to anybody, by the way. You could just explain it to yourself, like, I'm actually supposed to be here right now. I'm actually supposed to just offer my love, my heart to people. And maybe I am not making as much money as them, and maybe I'm not at the same status level as them, and maybe I'm not there, and it's okay. And maybe I want to be alone for the rest of my life. I'm like stuck in my cocoon, but it's okay. So I don't know if some of you have experienced this lesson yet, or are about to experience this. Just be discerning and be okay with it. Because everyone has their own destiny. Everyone has their own path. Right? I have to say, personally, from a point of view of a spiritual person, or I hate to call myself spiritual, but on this journey, I don't think the people on this journey were supposed to be millionaires or celebrities or that. I only say this because every time I would get to like close to that, I would always fall back down. And it would be like, no, you're not supposed to be there. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Next, right? I don't know. So I don't know if some of you might be feeling alone. Some of you might be feeling in this situation, socializing all the time. Maybe there's two different Leos here. Who the hell knows? It doesn't matter, right? We're not here to the Queen of Coins, which is interesting. This is a Taurus, Cancer, and this is a Capricorn energy. And the Queen of Coins is a nurturing energy. It's a self-care, self-love. But as a challenge, it's like you're having a hard time with this. Wow. You're having a hard time with this comparison game. You're having a hard time going out, meeting people, and telling them that you're not in the best place ever. Or going out and telling people and telling them that you're on this journey and it's a little bit whack, Like going out and being fully creative and expressive of yourself. And it's not with everybody, Sometimes Leos have a really good way of putting facades on for people. Oh, I'm going to be like this for them because it's fine. But I'm really feeling down and out. I'm feeling like shit right now. But you'll still put the lion, the queen and the king of the jungle facade on. And I almost feel like this reading is asking you to be completely real. Truthful with yourself, right? So what if you feel like shit, and so what if you feel alone, and so what if you feel isolated, and so what if you're in a place where you're not making loads of money, if your status is not la 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 la. So what? Can you still love yourself? And you'd be surprised how most people don't really care. There are a lot that do. And it depends on the circles that you travel in, right? A lot of people, unfortunately, I'm Italian, so a lot of ethnic groups do care about that. Because they put a lot of pressure on their children to succeed and to be something and to be secure and to be stable in their life. So I'm just saying this like that. I'm sure it's for a lot of people out there. And that puts a lot of pressure on everyone to succeed, to be the best, to be the best, to be the best, the best. And the Queen of Coins is just like, can you just love yourself though? when things are not going as good as they are. And I kind of agree with her, because you're beyond the ordinary. And that's what surrendering to the unknown is not knowing. Like, you see, she's looking at the house across the street, across the lake, and she's feeling like, oh my God, I have to get to the lake. How am I gonna get to the lake? You know, I have to swim. I don't know how to swim, and I'm like useless. I'm worthless. I'm nothing. I can't. You know, I almost feel like, you know what, this speaks volumes to me right now. This is like you who has you know, enough money to pay your rent, enough money to hold your business, enough your job, whatever. You have money, but you're sharing it with a lot of people. You're overly generous with everyone else, and you're some of you. This could be some of you. You know, I can count on more than 10 fingers on my hand of how many Leos will go out and socialize and will pay for other people. Even if they're a little bit tight in their wallet, they'll figure it out. They'll even like, okay, I have to figure this one out. You'll figure it out. So maybe this is a message coming to you and say, hey, maybe the have compassion for yourself, you know, but you don't need to share the money. Maybe you could just share your love, your time, your energy. And then maybe you wouldn't feel so tight with your wallet, tight with whatever it is, you know, in your relationship, whatever this is. Interesting energy here. This could be a mother in your life, a partner in your life, someone in your life that makes you feel useless, that's constantly complaining or saying, well, if you didn't spend so much money, and if you didn't do this, and if you, like, constantly in your ear, like always, like around you, doing her best but not really. And then you constantly you're feeding into the ego mind, which is constantly saying you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're come on, you know, or who are you to party and socialize all the time, and who you were to go out, and you should be staying home and being safe and being, you know, like ego, survive. And the 8 of Cups shows up, which is moving on, which is kind of freaking amazing. And it's like, you know, you don't need to be hanging around this kind of energy anymore. All these people around you that's telling you how to live, what to do, you're freaking beyond the ordinary. That's it. That's what it is. It's like you're not here to live a normal life. And it's period. That's it. It's not only Leo, it's like all of us. We're not here to live the way everyone else is. And we get to places, we come to the points in our lives where, yeah, maybe we've depleted too much this month and whatever, and I got to figure out the next month. But we don't need the extra commentary, which we seem to be getting. You seem to be getting from your partners, or from parents, from, you know, friends of yours, or your bosses, or whatever this is. Whoever this queen is in your life seems to be very open to tell you that you're worthless, that you're well, it's your fault that you're doing this. It's like this energy that's really not so, it could be super condescending. It's a Capricorn in reverse. Like, I know what I'm doing, you don't. You know, in upright, she's beautiful, nurturing, but in challenge position, she's like a little like condescending. Like, I know better energy. So stop feeling alone. Stop feeling like you're crazy. If you're, obviously pay attention to your over generosity with your heart and your money. Obviously pay attention to all of this. You know, it's coming up for a reason. You're following a pattern in your life. You're constantly being bombarded with the same thing over and over again. It means that there's something that, if you're over generous with your money, then where is it that it's lacking in your life? Where are you lacking in your life that you feel like you need to pay people? You know, maybe you come from a family where money is an issue. So you want to be over, or maybe you've always been, you know, like there's a lot of ways to look at things, but you can reach out to people like me or psychologists or whoever, or friends, just to point this out, because it's easier when someone else points it out to you, right? But here the Eight of Cups feels like you're needing to move away from this old way of thinking, because you're being asked to move into something unknown, and it's uncomfortable for the Queen of Pentacles in your lives, the King of Pentacles in your life. It's very uncomfortable for them. They're like, what do you mean? Why aren't you following the norm? Why are you doing this? Why are you not like saving your money for the rest of your life? Why aren't you putting your money in a pension and all? It's the fear. And the Leo is like, yo man, I'm freaking above and beyond. I'm like protected. I'm the king and the queen of the jungle. I got this. I'll figure myself out. Can you do that? Can you embrace that? Eight of Cups feels like you are moving away from something or someone that's holding you a little down. Wow, look at this. Integrate your knowing. Integrate this unknown. This inner knowing that you have, it wants to come out. It wants to come out to play. And a little part of you keeps holding back, keeps staying in the knowing. Like, not this knowing. Stay in the known. You know, what you've known, what you've done. Everyone around you that wants to keep you in the box. Capricorn energy is really important to see this. This is Pluto's getting out of Capricorn. You know, it's like Pluto is like, come on. We can't live in this structured world anymore. It's not working anymore. If you want to share your love, if you want to share whatever it is that you need to share, then if your heart is telling you to do so, then you listen to that. But you need to, like, it's enough that we can't be following the everyone around us. Choose who you are becoming. Exactly. Because to me, you're becoming this. You already are this. But it's coming up for remembrance. And it's like, you can't stay here anymore. It's not working, Leo. I find this very beautiful. It's a beautiful cards because it describes a lot of, you know, those of you who are, you know, open and sharing of everything in your life. And you come home and you live a simple life, you know, or you don't live a simple life, or whatever it is. But in these cards, that's what's showing up. Some of you are a little bit tight, or a little bit right now, this week, right? But yet you're still open to, because that's, you know what that is? That's the light that's inside you. That's coming out and saying, yeah, because you're just so much more than this, and you know it. And you know it deep down inside. You know that it's not lost on anybody. I hope I'm explaining to myself. Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Yeah, to me there is an interesting side of you that is showing up that needs to be honored and embraced. Because deep down inside, you know what's coming. And in the meantime, you're just being you. You're becoming who you are. And it's going to be very uncomfortable for those around you. It's going to be very uncomfortable for those that want to keep you in the box. They could be your partners. They could be your family members. They could be your siblings. It could be friends that like you where you were, and you're like, I can't anymore. I need to move. And a lot of you might be cocooning, and a lot of you might be socializing, and you're going to be doing it in all different ways. But in the end, it's being true to you. Okay, this is where I leave you, my beautiful Leo. This is crazy. I hope you get this. And if you didn't get this, check your rising and your moon for other messages. And like, share, comment, subscribe, super thanks me. And also join my Ko-fi. And I have 2025 readings up we can get together. We can look at your 6 months, your 12 months, and I'm adding astrology as well to it. All right, my beautiful, I love you, and stay strong, be bold, be brave, be the lion that you are. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got the power of purpose. Number 18, 9, the end of a journey. But I want to read to you from the book. Sorry. Okay. There comes a time when you realize that you are destined for something that is yours and yours alone. The catalyst might be an experience with a special person, a path you choose, or something you feel called to do. You'll discover it's not necessarily what you thought it would be and has nothing to do with what everyone else wants or seems to want. Right now, you're invited to step into a new empowered sense of authentic purpose, balanced by a healthy dose of self-esteem. You're called to release your old conditioning. There's no need to be self-conscious or act a certain way to please others, which can sometimes take you in a direction you don't want to go anyway. So I like this because to me, your purpose, and for Virgo especially, showing this for Virgo. Virgo has pretty much a good idea of where you're going. You know, you're like, okay, this is what I want my marriage to look like. This is how I want my children to be. This is how I want my job to look like. This is how I want my love. This is where I want to live. This is where I know every single Virgo I know has like a kind of idea of where they want to be. And they're picky and choosy as they move along the way. I don't want this. No, I don't want this. No. Okay. This card to me feels like, can you be okay with your unique place in this world? Can you be okay with your vision board not working out for you? You're like, no, it has to work. I feel like your purpose, you have no idea what it is. I feel like you're creating something out of an old story, an old way, and you're actually not here to do any of what you're doing right now. Can you just let go of all of it and let it just flow in? And you're like, no. I know. And you're like, no, I can't do that. I'm like, okay, I love this card for you. It's kind of like just release. But let's see what's going on. The Justice card, which is a Libra card, which is balance, which is truth, which is, this could, if I take it as a literal, this could be some of you divorce, separation. It could be marriage. It could be contracts with your companies, like maybe you got a new job and now you have to sign a new contract. This is negotiations. Maybe it's a rental lease. Maybe it's a mortgage. All the things that you would do legally. It's coming up here. But to me, a lot of this is balance, is finding the balance within your life. Finding that, maybe your relationship is not really working, but your home is, but finding a way to make it all work, but being truthful about it. And the blue here is the throat chakra, is expressing yourself. So let's just look, because it has a one card. Wow, the death card. Scorpio. This is Libra, I said it already. This is Scorpio. This is what's happening right now. This is November, end of October, beginning November. We have change. So when justice and the change show up together, what does that mean? There has to be a change in the way you're doing things. Something is not, something is very unbalanced in your life, and you're needing to, what is in the process of change in your life? It has to be with relationships or partnerships or, again, legalities, your home, rent, somewhere in your life where you've written a contract. Something's got to give for you. Let's see the challenge. 7 of Wands. Choose your battles. 7 of Wands. This, to me, in reverse position is you don't have faith in yourself. This to me, with the Justice and the Death card showing up, and even if they're in the upright position, I feel like you are in the midst of massive transformation. Something's got to give. I think I've already said that, but this is you holding on to an old version of you. You holding on to how you see your relationships, how you see these business partnerships, how you see whatever this is here, the Justice card for you, how you see how your emotions and your mental, how you see yourself as well. Some of your old truths are not aligning with the new truths. You know, you're changing the way you see things. Your perspective is changing, but yet you're holding on. You're like, no. Now, you're Virgo. The Virgo, that's very, very you. And I'm sorry to tell you, to put you in a generalization, but it is. It's like, no, this is what I've always known. This is what I've always thought. This is how I've always seen life, and I'm not going to change. And I know there's Virgos out there that are willing to change, make some changes, but there's fundamentals. At the fundamental of your life, you're kind of stuck. And this is what it's saying. This week, there's a part of you that is having a hard time moving away from something that you know deep inside your heart that has to, you have to let go. And you're not, you have no faith in yourself. You're not trusting it. Wow. What's up? The Hierophant, Taurus energy showing up here, which is having faith in yourself, right? Which is the Hierophant is like, I want to see this card a little bit more, because he is standing there and there's someone behind him holding a sword, or no, like a wand. I don't understand what that means in this card, because the Hierophant means I have faith in myself. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. I have an inner wisdom that is coming up, and no one's going to deter me from where I have to go. It's a Taurus energy. It's grounded energy. You know, we start off with air, and then we move into water, and then we have fire, and then we have earth. We have all of this showing up for you. And I like that the earth shows up as your outcome, because it's you. In the end, you know what you need to do. In the end, you know that you need to change the way you look at something in your life. And you're only holding on to it because it feels comfortable. It feels like, this is what I've always done, Sabrina. This is my purpose in my life. I'm supposed to be like this. And the universe is like, well, your purpose is not that. Your purpose is asking you to change a little bit of your set ways. You're not here to be like this. The justice system is the scales of justice. Justice system, the Justice card, when I always see that, I always think of the polarities. You know, the good, the bad, the evil, the angel, the whatever, all this. And it's like, you've been fighting with yourself. Well, I need to make money. I don't want to get this job. I don't want to, I want to live in, I want this job. I want this house. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want this. And the Death card is like, yes, but why are you choosing this? That's the question. Are you doing this because that's what you've learned as a child? This is what is deemed as great in the society out here? Or is it something that's deep inside you? Because the Hierophant is saying, we need to go a little deeper here. Your internal truth is what? Like, do you feel like you have to be in a relationship? You have to be in this. You have to be in this. Like, it's like I feel like you have limited yourself into believing that this is what's the best thing for you, and you're not. And Virgo is stubborn. Like you say Taurus is stubborn, but Virgo is just as stubborn as us. So you're like, I'm willing to change only if dot dot dot, right? Only if it coincides with my initial vision. And the universe is like, no. I want to get you off that limited belief system that you have. You're sticking too much to the status quo. And I need big change to happen for you. Can you do that? And like the Hierophant showing up, it almost, because the Hierophant is a little bit of traditional thinking, but it's also, I see the Hierophant as a deeper inner wisdom as well. Can you be okay? Can you make a little bit of changes in your life that is off your original path or vision board? Because that's where we need you to be. And that's where you'll be surprised and shocked at what is coming for you. But if you continue sticking to the same kind of ideology of how your ideal of how your relationships should be like, how your job should be like, how your your whatever, your living arrangements, this is how it is, and it's like, no man, it's not working like that. Sorry, Virgo, but it's not how you see it in your head, because you're limiting yourself. You're keeping yourself small. I don't know, but to me, you have a major arcana, and a major arcana. These are major life lessons showing up in your health with the power of purpose showing up. It's like, for me, there's like a massive change up, mindset change that needs to happen within you. Because you're too focused and set on a way that is not working anymore. The spark of hustle. Yeah, it's time to start believing in yourself. Right? It's like get excited about this change that's coming. Instead of getting, oh my God, no, I want to stick to my little grid system. I'm very comfortable like this, Sabrina. Why do you want me to go crazy? Why do you want me to go off my path? No, this is what I believe in. That's just how I see my relationship should be. Doesn't matter if it's not working out. This is the way I see it. This is how it's like, okay, no. Cut up the vision board. Incinerate it. That's it. Because your vision board is of an old life. An old energy. An old vibration. An old frequency. It cannot come into this new one. And I know it's challenging to hear this. And you're like, shut the fuck up, Sabrina. But it is. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Boom. Ambush all of these limited belief systems and move into the new. Say goodbye to the fear of not having faith in yourself, of not trusting. I don't know, this is like an interesting energy for you. Your path. Look at this. Your path. Look at the same freaking card. Your purpose, your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Like, come on. Take a screenshot, please. Because that's exactly what this whole reading is. And you're like, well, what's wrong with having a vision board, Sabrina? What's wrong with having having set way of where I want to go? There's nothing wrong with that if you want to live in the old version of this matrix. Absolutely nothing, because that's what it is. Because you have no freaking idea what's coming. You have no idea. I have no idea what's coming. So how can you create a vision board for it? Can you be okay with whatever comes your way? Can you be okay can you be okay with nothing? Having no freaking idea what's coming in 5 years from now? Well, you don't understand because you don't have children, you don't have a house. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with that again. It's again this like trying to hold on and attach to this old, and it's not working. Stop it. You're living in fear, and you're living in anxiety, and you're living in the illusion. And it's telling you to break free from it and get ready for a purpose that you had no freaking idea ever about. A purpose that's coming, that's going to blow your mind. Are you ready? All right, Virgo, this is your message, and I kind of love it. So take it or leave it. Check your rising and your moon for the messages. Like, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Join my Ko-fi so you can have crazy messages from me every month. And book a session with me. or 2025 sessions as well. I'm doing that now too. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got ears wide open. Number 33. I love this. It's like a fox with these massive ears up. And a fox card is like a clever, witty, sly, sneaky animal. So it's interesting that that's showing up here. I'm going to read to you what it has to say. Now is the time to When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open into hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. This is like an interesting, I don't know if any of you, many years ago, like 10, 20 years ago or something, there was like a personality test that was going around, and fox was one of the personality types, and the rabbit was another, tiger was one, but the fox was like, the fox listens to all bits and pieces of the news. The fox is at the table and listens to little bits and pieces of everybody, but doesn't fully immerse themselves into anything and knows everything, kind of thing. So if someone's talking about religion, they pick up on it, and then one person's talking about sex, and one person, and they pick up on it, so they can come into the conversation and say, yeah, boop, boop. That's a fox. So it's kind of interesting that's showing up. Ears wide open is an energy of let me just put this thing here. It's also an energy of letting go of the need to be heard, letting go of the need to be right? And that opens yourself up to so many different opportunities and potentialities, right? We're always like, like the fox. Well, I know everything, but you don't know anything. Right? It's like, because you haven't been able to immerse yourself into your knowing. That's just all surface knowledge. Ears wide open is being the observer of everything and just listening to everyone. You don't have to interject. That's insecurity, like you have to I know a few Libras like that think they know everything, I know. Anyways, but why is it important that everyone knows that you know? Right? That stems from something deeper. That you don't feel like you're good enough if you don't know anything. I found that throughout my lifetime, me too, I was a little bit of a fox. I wanted to know everything so that I could be on top of everything. But I realized saying I don't know was the most thrilling thing for me in my lifetime. I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? How do you not know, Sabrina? Because my whole life in school, I went about not being an A student and not knowing anything because I didn't retain anything because it was too much information. So as I got older, I realized, well, I don't know. So who cares? So I love this card coming for you because Libra is very much in your mind all the time, always wanting to know, always trying to understand themselves. But why am I feeling like this? Why is this happening? And it's like, maybe it's not important to know. Maybe it's just important to feel your way through this. You're like, feel? I can hear you. All right. Look at this. Flow. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. This is Sagittarius energy. Again, this Venus is entering Sagittarius. Jupiter, it's all about flow. Flow is a money, abundance, love, like so much destiny working in for you. So what does this mean for you? I'm going to look a little bit more, because 7 of Cups is daydreams and decisions. Interesting. Between the two of them, not the same cards. This is like you're moving into an expansive area of your life. Like things are working out for you in you're exactly where you need to be. That's all. I'm just gonna say that, right? You're in wherever you are right now in your life is where you're supposed to be. Can you be okay with that? And everyone's like, no, right? Like, yes, I can be okay with this, but I want more. I want more love. I want more money. I want more this. And the universe, all the universe wants from you is to be okay with where you are. And when you move into that acceptance, is the moment the universe says, okay, they're ready for the next. But when we're wanting more and more and more and more, you ain't gonna get more and more. And maybe you do get it, but it's not gonna stay long. So you're in a place right now where you are supposed to be. Keep your ears wide open, your eyes wide open. Hold back from being always like, I know what's gonna happen next. Just observe. Love, honor where you are right now. The 7 of Cups shows up, which is in this one, daydreams and decisions, which is the same idea as the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is this moving in through your illusions. Some of you have a lot of decisions to make in your life. You know, are they stemmed in the old way of working? Are they stemmed in a newer energy? How do you discern that, Sabrina? You discern it by how it feels inside your body. Right? The 7 of Cups is Scorpio energy. It's like, is it, do I feel like tired and I feel blocked, I keep hitting a wall? You know, is that feeling? Well, that's an old energy. Because the new energy is expansive. The new energy is like full of possibility. There's a horizon that's like open for you, like you're ready for something grand. And I feel like you're in this place right now, Libra, which is really beautiful. Even though I don't really love the 7 of Cups card, but I feel like this is a place for you right now to sit back, right? That you're like, sit back, observe your reactions and your responses to life. I have to make a decision with my relationship. Okay, I'm going to stand back. How do I feel in my body? How do I feel in my mind? How do I feel in my heart? You know, write it all down if you have to. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's like observation of your responses. Is my response to my relationship like a crink in my neck? Well, that's something to pay attention to, right? Is my response to getting that job, my ankles feel a little bit weird or my feet feel weird, and you're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, because that's a fear of moving forward. Pay attention to everything that happens in your life in this next week, because the universe wants you to pay attention, because it's telling you you're exactly where you need to be. So wherever you are right now and you're making decisions about money, about relationships, about your home, or about whatever it is, can you be the observer of it? I like it. Your challenge is the 2 of Wands, which is Aries, which is that energy of being at the crossroads, which is exactly this whole reading. Some of you are making decisions, and they're very uncomfortable for you. Very. Because it's asking you to face your illusions. It's asking you to face your old belief systems. Well, this is how I always pictured my love life to be. But but it's not working for me. You're right, Sabrina. It's not working for me. It's not where I want to be. I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel, I want to be more for myself. And the universe here who is saying, okay, good. Write that shit down, right? Or come to terms with it. Love yourself. Honor yourself. There's no right and wrong here. Absolutely no right and wrong. The choices you make are yours and yours alone. They're not like because someone else told you to do it and because this is how it should be in society and blah, blah, blah. This is daydreams too, by the way. And I need to express this because Seven of Cups to me is you looking at your daydreams. And I want you to really look at the daydreams that you like. Remember and hone in on these daydreams because that is exactly where you need to be. People think, oh, that's fantasy land, Sabrina. It's like, it's not real. I said, what is real? Because you think where you're living is real? I have news for you, but it isn't. So, and the daydream is not real either, but we can make it real. If the daydream is showing up in your mind over and over again, there's a reason for it. That's where I live. That's how I live my life. I'm like, oh, that daydream keeps showing up. That dream is a recurring dream. Obviously, it's happening in a parallel lifetime, or maybe that's where I'm headed, or maybe whatever, but I'm open to it, and I'm like, okay, cool, thank you so much, instead of getting freaked out about anything. You're a little bit afraid here, though, so, ooh. Oh my God, Libra. I'm not, like, joking here, but isn't this, like, the third week we see him? The devil. And I feel like he's the third time we see him in the outcome position. Am I right? Am I wrong? I have no idea, but I should go back and look at it, but I won't because I'm here now. The devil is your outcome card. And the devil is the master of your heart that has your heart in a cage. But I like this because you're your own master. You have the choice here. Oh my God, this is amazing. You have the choice here. You have the decisions to make that are right in front of you. You have the choice here to keep your heart in a cage, in a prison, or to let it out. You have the choice here to decide that you are worthy of money coming in. You are worthy of a new relationship. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of receiving. You're worthy of everything. The devil has that too, right? He has that. The shackles on the lovers, right? And here he just has you in a cage like this that you can open. So I'm almost saying like you're the devil here. This is a Capricorn energy coming up to play. Could be a Capricorn that has your heart in his or her cage and you're allowing them to keep it imprisoned. And it's time to open the door. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I said that already, I think to you last time. Nobody gets to hold you back. Nobody has control over you. You don't even have control of yourself because we don't even know where the hell we're going. But you're the one that needs to stand back, see how this feels. If you feel like you're in a place in your life where you're being held back, don't be aggressive about it. Don't stand back, open your ears, open your eyes, open your heart, feel into this. What is my response? How is my body reacting? And go from there. Because it's you. The choices you make, the devil in your life, it's all you. It's all you. Are you going to be clever and sneaky about it and you're going to hide and no. You're going to be you're going to tune into you. And I love that the Wheel of Fortune is here because the universe has put this in your path because it's time to own up to who you are and it's time to face off with this devil and say, hey, I am you, you are me. Right? If I'm the angel, you're the devil, we're the same. So I get to decide where my heart is going to be placed. I decide where my money is going to be invested in. I decide everything. I decide, not everybody else. Nobody else gets to take my heart and come back and forth and back and forth. Oh, like they give it to me and then they take it back from me and they give it to me and take. No, you don't. That's not allowed. Finished. Don't be afraid. The thing is like, why would I even allow you to come in and out of my life? Absolutely not. That's what's showing up. The sacred flow of yes. No. Yes. Yes to honoring your day, your now moment. Yes to honoring that this is where you're supposed to be right now. Yes to someone, hey, here's my heart. Yes, I'll take it. Hey, you want to go traveling? You know, maybe it's not really good for, it's not really great for me, but you want to go, whatever it is, I don't know. Like, it's a yeah. The yes to me is the same as a no, because it's a polarity. It's like, what is best for you? Flow into that. Manifesting and doing. I mean, manifesting, same idea. Manifesting, is like manifesting. I want to manifest. No affirmations here. You will manifest when you trust where you're supposed to be in your life right now. You will manifest when you honor where you are right now in your life. If you are right now in your life in a place of disability, or in a place of sadness, or a place of depression, honor it. You're in a place where someone is like ghosting you, or someone's holding you and letting you go, and honor it, but also say no, or say yes, or like own yourself. Honor them, but honor you first too. Step back. Do the things. I really, really believe that. Observe your responses. You will be able to tell right away if this person is right for you. Right away, I'm telling you right now, by your body. And it's not by the little butterflies in the butterflies is ego. Your physical form will tell you. And you'll know as you move further and further in this relation, you'll know. Trust it. Intuition, I love it. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Listen to your heart. I can't stress this enough to you, but your heart knows, your soul knows where you need to be. Your soul, you know, because you've already lived this life and you're here again. So you know where you need to be, and nobody gets to imprison you. Nobody gets to put you anywhere. Like nobody gets control over you unless you allow them. Right? So you have. And if you're in a place, if you're in a place where you're unsure, listen to your body. I'm telling you, your body talks to you. If your body is ailing you right now, that's a perfect example. If your body is telling you you're freaking exhausted, tired, it's another example. Listen. You need to rest. It needs to take a step back. Ask your body to tell me how I'm, I don't know how I'm feeling. I don't understand. And some of us are like, I don't know how to decipher the mind. Ask your body. It will tell you. All right. Oh my God. This is a really interesting reading. I can't believe we got the devil for the 10th time in a row. Anyways, so this is your reading, beautiful Libra. I hope this resonated. And if it doesn't, just check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. And join my Ko-fi. And thank you, Teri, for being a Ko-fi member. Also, check out my 2025 readings. I have 6-month year readings on my thing. On my website. All right, those are one-on-one sessions with me, but I just thought of something. Maybe I could just create already ready readings. Anyways, I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got 28, 10, 1, new beginning. But we also have broken open, and we have this beautiful soul sitting on a cross-legged on a lotus flower, and her whole heart is open. I love it. Broken open is loving the you that has overcome challenges. Loving the vulnerable you. It's loving the you that has gone through hell and back, right? It's you being completely vulnerable. You know, it's almost like, I have to say in quotations, weak. You know, like sharing the depths of your soul, the darkness of your soul to everyone around you. It's like saying, you know what, I'm done hiding behind my facade. I'm done hiding in my little hole. I'm done hiding my true self. And yes, I'm dark, and yes, I'm mysterious, and yes, I'm like, maybe I go a little bit too deep for you, but I don't care anymore. I'm done hiding. And that's what I love about this. And you, Scorpio, yes, you know, you are very intense as a human. And you're very intense when it comes to talking and conversing and like a lot. And you're also someone maybe who doesn't want to converse and wants to go a little hide in the hole kind of thing. But I feel like this is you coming out. Says, yes, I am this. I am this. This is who I am. So you like it, you don't like it, I don't care. Boom. It's very you. I love it. All right. The Two of Coins. The Two of Pentacles. So you're at a place in your life where you're trying to make a decision. You know, there's a darkness, there's a light here. There's like, the decision is to, you're trying to choose a home. You're trying to choose a relationship. You're trying to choose how you express yourself. You're trying to choose, you know, like there's something going on. The Two of Pentacles usually is about finances, home, you know, like how you're spending your money, how you're saving your money. That there's a lot of that showing up here. So we'll see what is the next card. I just want to make sure I'm in the right here, like this. The Empress. So this is a Capricorn, this is a Taurus, Libra. So a lot of earth showing up here. The Empress could be you, could be your mother, could be your like a woman in your life, a mentor, but it's like it's also about finances and love. So that's interesting. Your challenge is challenging times. Right? Five of Swords. Wands. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is competition. It's personal struggle. Interesting. I'm going to pull them all out because I feel that's a Leo energy. And the Strength card is another Leo energy. Which is courage and bravery. So, which coincides very much with the Broken Open. So this is you at a crossroads with a very strong divine feminine energy in your life. And you're deciding whether you want to, it's like almost like you're deciding, do you want to live with this person, not live with this person, you want to step into your divine feminine role or not. You know, there's something like you want to go into business, you don't want to go into business. It's a very polarized crossroads, I find, the Two of Pentacles. But the Two of Pentacles, what shows up usually is like either or is okay. You know, it's not like the Two of Swords, like a do or die. It's like, oh, well, if I choose this, then it's fine. It'll just give me a different outcome. And if I choose this, it'll just give me another. Like, you know, that's the kind of thing. But with the Five of Wands showing up, there's, you might be getting resistance from others about the way you live your life, the way you're choosing to live your life. You know, there's like a little bit of carefree, but Empress is not such a care. She's very nurturing. She's very solid, but she's also very Taurus and Libra, grounded and sure of herself. She's super confident of herself, but to the point of maybe pissing off other people around you. It's possible. It's like a assuredness of self that could be annoying to others, because the Empress is gonna make decisions based on how she's feeling at the moment, right? Like right now, like she's not impulsive at all. She's not a Wands energy. She's someone who has worked hard in her life. She is someone that has an idea of where she wants to go in her life. And so if she has to make a decision right now, she's going to go with her, like her gut, her heart, right? She's going to go with her heart. And I don't think this is a personal struggle with this. I think there's people around you that are around you trying to make you feel bad about, this is so interesting. It's about the choices you're making in your life. There's a little jealousy here. There's a little jealousy. You know why? Because I feel like they see you and they're like, oh, you're always you're always like in limbo, Scorpio. You're always trying to you're always like between jobs or between homes or between lives or between your like emotions. And yet you always find yourself with the Empress card. You always find a way, or you have like really good women in your life that are supportive of you. Or like there's that kind of energy here. And the Five of Wands always speaks to me of people around you that are like, what the fuck? Like why is she or he this way? Like she always like the Strength card shows up and it's like, wow. She always has the courage. She always has she's a warrior, or he's a warrior. He or she, sorry, you are. And I actually believe that this broken open is you. That you're just being you. And that's why these opportunities come in. And it's almost like a message to you to continue being you. To continue loving all the parts of you. Even the most vulnerable parts. I think Scorpio, of all people, will actually love that part of themselves. There's some Scorpios that will hide, of course. You know, like every sign, there's always the polarities in the signs. But in this one, I feel like you are definitely Two of Pentacles is definitely you're in a decision-making process that I almost feel is pissing off people. What that means for you? It's like they're annoyed, or there's jealousy. There's jealousy around you, and you're needing to be strong through this, and you're needing to choose whatever feels right for you. What an interesting shift the way to new potential and raw intention. 22 and 29. I just wanted to see the advice cards because it's such a cut and dry reading that you have this week. You know, it's just like opening yourself up to your truth, trusting yourself, trusting the ugly and the uncomfortable within you. So let's look at these cards. Shift the way to new potential. Raw intention. Right away when I see that card, I feel like you are in the process of you know, not only you're following your heart and trusting yourself, you're moving into a new, like, by you being completely vulnerable and by you completely owning yourself and trusting yourself, that's how you shift into this new energy, right? That's how we all shift. And it's like just owning up to yourself. And I kind of love this, actually. So whatever decision you have to make right now, Scorpio, it's something that needs to come from you, your heart, and not from someone else, and not from how other people think of you, and not. It has to come from that vulnerable little part of you. The raw, you know, the raw intention, the rawness of you, the rawness of your truth. And your next card is ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easier for me to receive. It's like 2 or 3 of them. Ease. Exactly. Like I open myself up. I am completely honest and I'm completely me for once in my life. I'm not going to try to tone myself down because you're uncomfortable with it, whether you're my brother, my sister, my mother, my father, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, you know, like whoever you are in my life, I'm done. I'm opening myself up. I'm allowing myself to be me. So I'm going to pull one last card. It's like so ominous outside. It's like going to pour all kinds of rain. So beautiful though. Okay. One last card for Scorpio, please. Oh my God, embrace the flow of life. It's the second time that I've only pulled cards once and this is the second time, the second card, and this is the one I actually pulled when I was doing my little reel as well. So everybody needs to see this. Embrace the flow of life. Embrace this, what is coming up for you. Embrace your all that wants like to come up. Like it really is that. It's like I feel like you've been holding back for such a long time. You've been navigating other people's emotions along with yours, and now it's just like open yourself up. Be you, be brave, be strong. The time has come for the universe to ease your way, to help you find your way, but stay true to yourself. All right, Scorpio, I love you. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Thank you, Katie, for being a Ko-fi member. If you'd like to join my Ko-fi membership, feel free to do so. You can support me on a monthly basis with exclusive content. Also, did I say like, share, comment? I don't remember anymore. Check out my website and you can book a 2025 session. I love you and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We have let it go with this heart. Like a green thumb heart and 2 doves. Oh, interesting. 2 doves with a ribbon. What does it mean, letting it go? Does it mean letting go your relationship, letting go the jealousy that you have within a relationship? What does that mean? It's also radical forgiveness. Like, are you holding on to something? Are you holding on to a grudge within a relationship, within a friendship, you know, within a partnership? Is there something that you keep holding on, going back to, and you're not forgiving someone, you're not forgetting someone? Whatever this is, anything, any attachment that you may have, you know, with an ex, with a current person, with a friend, a family member, why would you even hold on to it? Holding on to it is just holding on, like, is keeping the energy static instead of flowing. So what in your life are you still, I feel like some of you have not fully forgiven someone from your past, and it's showing up here and it's coming up again, and you're like, oh, well, why is he and why is she, and you know, and it's like, just let it go. Who cares? You know, like the way I see it, it's not who cares, but it's like whatever they may have done to you or whatever you had done to them, it's done. So release it. Very interesting. The 8 is control. It's a strength card. The strength card is asking you to be brave, to be a warrior, to be strong. So I feel like you're being asked here to be a bit more resilient about the situation. Could be a Leo in your life. Let's look at the other card. Whew! The Emperor, lead, Aries, 2 fire signs. Your brothers are showing up in your cards. But these are 2 big, like, I mean, the Emperor is a authoritarian in your life, a husband, a boyfriend, a father, a grandfather, a boss, a business partner. It's like someone that you almost have your guard up against. Like you're almost feeling like I have to always be strong around this person. I always has to be like, could be your brother, could be someone that is like a little bit narcissistic, but you don't want to, like, it doesn't have to be. It could be just a leader in your life. With the strength card right next to it, I always feel like you're always like competing with them. You always feel like you have to one up them because they're that strong. There's someone that's really kind of controlling and manipulative in your life. Maybe they don't mean to be, but they are, or maybe they mean to be. So let me see what's happening here. The challenge is the 10 of Wands, Sagittarius. Look at you guys, you're showing up together, all together now. You are, wow, the 10 of Wands is a big one because the 10 of Wands is you're carrying the burden here. You're carrying this around with you. This to me literally feels like you're holding on to a grudge. It's interesting because I had this come up for the Halloween reading. I don't know who had that, holding on to grudges, but one of the signs did. I don't know if it was you. I'm going to look right away to the outcome, which is detach, is the Justice Libra energy. I have to say right away, like these are 3 major arcanas, major life lessons showing up for you. Sagittarius, this looks a lot to me, I'm not going to just hone in on that, but it looks a lot to me like a relationship. Whether it's a marriage, a partner, you're just going out, you know, like you're just boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, or friendship, a business partnership. It's a partnership of sorts. It could be a like a father-daughter, father-son as well. But it's like a relationship that has been and still is very challenging. There is like admiration and love for this person in your life, but there is also a part of you that has always put on a face, has pretended, has put on a facade for this person because this person was very single-minded. It's my way or the highway kind of energy, yet you still admire this person. Yet you still look up to this person. Yet you still like, but even though it doesn't really match with your values on how to lead life. And you're challenged. Like you've carried this heavy guilt with you. You've carried this person. You've almost allowed this person to become this controlling person in your life. You've almost given them the steps to do it. And now you're feeling like, okay, I can't anymore. That's what's coming up. And it doesn't really like, this is the feeling I'm getting with the cards. With the Justice card is like it's time for me, like this is detach. It's time for me to detach from this person. I cannot. I'm not finding my balance. I can't find my freedom. I can't find my happiness. I'm unable to function properly because I'm carrying them. So it could be a mother to you, it could be a wife to you, it could be whatever this, it could be the emperor or the empress that's showing up in your life. And it's highly judgmental, it's highly opinionated of you. And you've, you know, I like that she has her eyes and her eyes are downcast here, or closed even. It's like she's seen it, like you've seen it. You've seen and you've felt it, but you've closed your eyes and you've ignored it because you love the person, right? Because they're my parents, or they're my partner, or because they're this, or because you always had an excuse for it. And you allowed them to bring you down and to make you feel lesser than. But now the Justice is like, I can't. And 11, it's November. I love it. It's like, I can't do this anymore. It's just not working for me. I gotta let go. And, you know, like, there's love and admiration for it, but you're still unable to, it's just too much for you right now. And you gotta divorce, you gotta separate, you gotta just step away from this person. This is a really challenging position for you because it's an important person in your life. But it's not aligning with your frequency and vibration, and it's just bringing you down, down, down. And it doesn't mean that you have to, you know, if it's a family member, I understand. Sometimes we just can't go, okay, I divorce you, my father, you know, or my mother. You can't just divorce them. But you can walk away a little bit, and you can, like, find a way to detach emotionally from them. And that's what this is. Wow, Saggy, this is deep. Because this is something that's going ongoing for a long time now. And you're done. And I feel it. Yeah. What do you really want? Like, literally. That's what that is. Amazing. It's like, what do you really want to be always feeling like you have to walk on eggshells around your partners, your family, whatever, whoever this is, the emperor, the empress around your life? Do you always feel like you always have to be giving them the, oh yes, they're right, and you know, like, it's like you're not true, you can't truly be yourself. You've lost your way, Saggy, with this card, and you know it. And you've been seeing it with your own eyes, even though you're like not seeing it. Nourish the sacred feminine. Wow. And it shows up with the Emperor, you know? Like, we can do it both ways, but the sacred feminine within you, even if you're a man watching, is very important, because that's that nurturing side of you, and that's that that receiving side of you. It's time to stop giving. You have been giving way too much. You're giving your power away. And it's time to receive. It's time to stand in your own. It's time to love yourself. It's time to receive love from others. It's time to open those eyes of yours. And let go what's no longer serving you. And let go of, you cannot live a life like this, Saggy, especially you, who is a wanderer, is someone who likes adventure, likes to explore, is expansive in your thinking. You can't live like this, constricted like this. You can't live like, oh, I can't say anything to him or her because they're gonna like yell at me and I don't want to deal with it. You know, like, I know that's like a common trait in a Saggy. It's like, I just don't want to deal with it, so it's okay, I'll let them be. And you're open-minded, so you allow people to be them. But at the same time, I think you've shaded yourself. So now you've kind of lost yourself in this person, and you've allowed them to be you so much. You've allowed them to be themselves that you've lost who you are. And this is where this is coming up here. It's time to regain you again. Refine yourself by letting them go. Your final, oh, this is like Capricorn. Your final advice card is courage. Wow. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. This whole, all these cards are super pertinent for you right now. This is exactly it. Some of you have lost the courage to stand up and say, no, I am not going to. All right, iPad storage full usually happens in Pisces, but it happened in Sagittarius. So stop playing small. That's where I left off. And find that courage within you to do what you need to do. And you know what you need to do. And you know who you need to do it with. Because this Emperor keeps showing up in your life. There's this you know who you're walking around in eggshells with. And you know where you need to detach. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius, I'll leave you here. If this didn't resonate with any of you, then you please just check your rising and your moon, and we'll leave it at that. But otherwise, this is very pertinent. I feel like it's very important for some of you to pay attention to. Check out my new readings. I have 2025 readings coming up for us. If we can book a session, do that together. I can record it for you. I love you, and be strong, stay strong, let go, let flow. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We have Feeling the World, number 13. We have someone looking at the world, and this is someone, it's like you, it's the empaths out there, the people who are easily siphoned of their energy or vampirized by energies, because you trust in someone, because you put a lot of faith in certain people in your life, and all they do is just chalk up all that energy of yours, and they like waste it right away. There's a feeling here that, you know, a lot of us are in this, you're feeling everything around you. Not only you're feeling yourself, you're feeling the energies in the world, which is kind of heavy right now. You know, November of 2024, in the United States, there's a huge election, which is going to affect the whole world, but not really. But anyways, if you want to play mainstream, it is. But it's like deeper than that. It's like you'll be feeling the energies outside of you, right? But this is it's personal too, within your workplace, within your family, with your friends. Because you're someone like this that's on this journey, you tend to attach, or you try to help, and you try to want people to see your way, and you want people to you want to guide people. And what happens is that people are like, most people are just take advantage of it, and that's what this is. And it's not to hate other people for that. It's just they don't even know. Most people don't know how to connect with their emotions. I think I'm crooked again, but anyways, it is what it is. Okay, all right, we have the Nine of Swords, which is the darkest fears. Which, with the feeling of the world and the darkest fears showing up, the Nine of Swords is an energy of anxiety, stress, is like honing in on like people around you that consistently disappoint you, people around you that are always criticizing you, judging you. You know, you could be criticizing, judging yourself. You could be doing that to other people, but it's mostly you. You're not sleeping well at night. You're always wondering how you can better help the world. You're always wondering about how you can help your friends. You're wondering why people talk about you. This is also someone who makes a lot of assumptions of how people are talking about me. They're doing this to me, this and that, and you're like, because this is an insecurity that comes out from you, that you don't trust yourself, right? And a lot of empaths, you know, like I feel empaths to me is a word that has been used way too much in this community, and everybody's an empath. Like everybody feels everything, right? It's not just for one certain people. It's just some people express it differently. And to me, the darkest fear is showing up for you, Capricorn, because something might be coming up in your field. You know, you might be projecting as well. Like someone is showing anger towards you. Someone's showing, and if someone's showing anger to you, that means there's a lot of anger inside you. And your darkest fear is coming up. It's really easy to look at everyone around us and say, oh, look, they're evil and they're bad and they're this and they're that. But if you're noticing someone who is evil, bad, that's because there's some of that still residing within you. And it's very challenging to hear this, and you don't like to hear this from me either. I know that. But it's like me too, I know it. And if I dislike someone, it's like, oh, there's some part of me I dislike. Because the goal is to fully love everyone. But you can't do that until you fully love yourself. And that's just the way it is. So darkest fears coming up for you is because you have some ugly that's coming up. And it might be coming up because the world is feeling it. And you're feeling it as a result. And you might be bringing it to work, and you might be bringing it to your family, and you might be bringing it within your friends. And they might be bringing it to you. This is very interesting. This is a Gemini energy. This is a tower. Rebuild. The tower is a Scorpio. Aries energy. It's Mars. Action planets. We need to destroy. We need to face the fears in order to rebuild. This is perfect cards together. Capricorn, you need to face your ugly. You need to face the darkest, deepest fears within you before you can actually make a change in your world. But if you don't, and if you just keep everything surface level, and you blame other people, you shame other people, you victimize yourself, you say, oh, this is happening to me, it's not happening to anyone else, or blah, 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 then you will never be able to move through the tower moment. You will be forever in a tower moment. It's in the facing of this part of you that you can actually overcome this and rebuild your life and your situation. But nobody is doing anything to you. They're there to represent you. And nobody wants to hear that. They're like, no, it's them, it's not me. And it's okay. And if that's the way you want to live it, then that's the way you live it. But you will be forever in the tower moment. You will be forever in collapse mode. And not open and willing to navigate it. And not willing to face it and say, hey, yeah, you know what? This is something I need to work on. Finally. Because I'm like keep shoving it away, shoving away. So I just want to deal with right now. But it's like something coming up. The tower. It's like, come on, let's do this. And this is our darkest demons. Which are the best things about you, by the way. Right? This ugliness, this like I haven't been loved as a child, or haven't received love, or I was taken advantage of, or I was abused, or I was this, I was that. That was something that needed to happen so that you could clear to love yourself fully. So these two cards coming up has a lot to do with yourself, your growth, your self-love. Feeling the world, how are you feeling the world? Are you feeling the world as the ugly of the world, the catastrophe, chaotic of the world? Or are you seeing the world as a miracle? However you see the world is your mirror. It's something that needs to come up to clear. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is you needing to leave. And it's a resistance. So there's somewhere you're needing to leave. A marriage, a job, a home, a friendship, a family, something. A habit, a bad habit, a lifestyle choice, an addiction, whatever this is. You're needing to leave this behind because your fear, right? The big fear that's coming up here, that is asking it, come up, come up, come up. So we could change, so we could move into the new. And you're like, no, 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 no. You don't understand. I'm a Capricorn. I want to stay here. I want to feel sorry for myself. I want to just live in this. I want to continuously do the same routine over and over again. I want to get hit in the face all the time. I want to get like, be put down. I want to do that because this is what I know. And this is how I know I can get out of it again. I can rebuild myself, Sabrina. Yes, you can, in the little moment, and then it's going to happen again. The Tower is asking you to make a full rebuild. Are you ready for this to come up in your face and you fully love it and honor it and hate it and scream at it? Can you look at this fear of yours that keeps coming over and over and over again, and you keep, and shoving it away and burying it away so that it comes back and back and back? You're not doing yourself any favors, Capricorn. You're resisting this. You're resisting this change. Very interesting reading this week, eh? And the Observe card, which is the Hangman, shows up, which is a Pisces energy. The Six of Swords is Gemini as well. The Six of Swords is an Aquarius energy. You know, we've had our supernova come up 3 weeks in a row, and now we have this, which makes a lot of sense. Because to be a supernova, you need to be fully aware and acceptant of who you are, of the ugly, the bad, the beautiful, and the big, the bold, and the beautiful. That used to be a soap opera. The ugly and the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly. Right? You need to it's coming up, and the universe is asking Capricorn, stop pushing it away. Use it. Use it for your benefit. Bring it up and become the observer of it. And I talked to Libra, I think. I don't remember who, but sometimes you just need to step back. You know, when you're feeling the feels and you're feeling unloved and you're feeling unvalidated and invalidated, or you're feeling like that the world is against you. Can you step back, close your eyes, tune into your body? I did listen to a Let's Talk. You can go look at that. But also, and listen and feel your body. What is your body telling you? And observe. This is what they're telling you. It's time to make the observations of how your reactions and your responses are to these fears that are coming up. I want to have a baby. I can't have a baby. It's because of this or because of this. But you told me I could. And it's like, why aren't you having a baby? Why can't you have a baby? Can you figure out that out? It's like coming, it's going, it's coming, it's going. It's not happening. It's like observe your responses to it. Are you being truthful to yourself? Do you really want a baby? Maybe the universe is not ready for you to give a baby. You know, I'm giving this example, but maybe I want to. I want approval from my boss. I want love from my husband. I want unconditional love. I want him to put me on the platform. I want him, like all this. Those are your darkest fears coming up. That you're not getting full love. That you're not being fully validated. That you're not being fully respected. But then there's a part of you that's like, but I don't respect myself. So you can't get it if you don't fully do it, right? If you don't fully love back the person, then you can't get full love back either. But you can't give full love if you don't fully love yourself first. You can't give full respect if you don't fully respect yourself. You can't give, So it all comes down to you. And the card is feeling the world. And I totally understand it, but you got the Nine of Swords, and it showed up, and I'm gonna put, because feeling the world to me is feeling yourself, because you are the world. You are the perception of the world. How you see the world is a perception of you, how you see yourself. So some people ask me, oh my God, the world. I say, I don't see the world as chaotic. I don't see it as like crazy. I don't see it as that, as like you do with the war. And I'm not seeing that. Because I'm focused on me right now. Because I know that if I fully fall in love with myself, then the world will reflect that right back to me. So we're as much as responsible for each and every one of them. And this is calling out your name to fully fall in love with you. And when the fears come up, to face them, not to bury them. Because you're doing a good job at resisting them. And observe your body and observe your responses. Observe your emotional responses. Write them down. Say, oh my God, I cried when he said this. Why? You know, don't get upset at yourself for crying. Don't get yourself for getting mad at yourself. You don't get upset at yourself for anything, because those are the responses that you're giving. But it's to pay attention to these responses. And be aware of it. The next time it comes out, oh, I'm going to cry again. Oh my God, interesting. Why does it matter so much to me what this person thinks of me? Because I don't fully love myself. Okay, because if I fully loved myself, like I tell the world that I do, then I wouldn't care. Like it would just like fly right off me. But I do care. And I have to be honest with myself that it is important that this person, you know, honors me and admires me. And that's where you're at, which is really interesting. Your soul shines. That it does. And you are epic. And that you are. And you are. And you know what? Your soul shines when you're angry and you're fearful. It's still shining. Your soul always shines. It never dims. You dim your light on your own by not feeling the feels and not loving the feels. Not knowing, like when I'm depressed, I know that I'm amazing. I'm amazing still, but I'm feeling like shit. And it's okay. It's like changing it around. You know, changing the ego around. Changing the game around. But it's also owning up to the fact that, yeah, I want to be a victim right now, Sabrina. So own it. Don't say, no, I'm not a victim. You know, he's at fault and she's at fault, and then you're blaming, you're shaming. There's nobody at fault in your life. Nobody. I don't care what they're doing, what is happening. It's all a reflection of you. And this is coming up for you. And you needing to face it. This is all a human experience. This is all an experience that you've created in your movie. So if you're feeling the world, and the world is ugly and dark, then there's dark and ugly that's inside you that you haven't fully loved. Worth is your card. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. 1,000%. You are worthy how you are right now. And that is the big game changer for me. If you do not realize how worthy you are, then you are unable to move through the tower moment, which keeps coming back over and over again. And you will continuously be in a tower moment over and over again. And the tower moment can help you. It can help you collapse and rebuild. And if you are always just collapsing and burying underneath the tower, then you'll be back and you'll collapse. And then you go back and you'll collapse. And you go back and you go, right? Instead of allowing the tower to break it all down in front of you so that you could move into the next tower. Right? Because there's towers over towers over towers. 100%. Our life is a freaking tower moment. But in standing in the awareness of it and saying, yes, I am afraid, I am a victim, I am a villain, I am this, I think I'm a hero, I'm a savior. All of this is ego. So you're none of it and you're all of it. But can you be open to accepting it and standing in the awareness of it and saying, okay. and observing it. That's why this hangman is here. It's like, oh, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Okay, my body's aching again. Oh, my shoulder is hurting because da da da. And you're able to like move through it quicker and not sit in it so much. All right, Capricorn, this is your message of the week. All these messages are strong this week, and it's all about you really moving through this. And I don't know what is going on with you right now, Cappy, but you are holding on and attaching to a part of yourself that is wanting to come out and clear, and you're not allowing it. And you're blaming other people around you, and it's not the way it is. Because you're basically blaming the world for your downfalls and your weaknesses and your strengths and your whatever. And it's okay to surrender to it all. It's okay to be that in the moment. You know, like it's not enough to just say I'm confident, I'm kicking ass, I'm like amazing. It's not enough to say that. You got to really feel it, because it'll come in your field over and again, and that's it. And this is the freaking process, people. It ain't pretty, but we're doing it. So trust yourself and be honest with really what it is you want in your life. And be honest with the fears and the beautiful thing and the moments that come up. Be honest with them all. Being honest with yourself is the key to all of this world being happy and joyful again and freeing. All right, my beautiful, this is your message for the week. If you love me still, smile, leave me a comment, share. Also, check out my Ko-fi and my website. I'm starting to do 2025 readings for people. And check your rising and your moon for the messages. Also, this is all just about you really owning up to yourself and really fully falling in love with yourself and knowing your worth. All right, my beautiful. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got Waking the Lion 19, which is the Sun card in the tarot deck, which is the Lion, the Leo, and this is the Leo energy. So the Leo is showing up for you. Waking the Lion means to me a great deal. I love it. I feel like you've been sleeping, you've been in a slumber, you've been feeling a little bad, you've been feeling a little bit down on the down low, you know, you've been feeling a little bit, maybe some of you have been struggling with your health in a physical way, emotional, a mental, you know, you've been feeling like not creative, or you're at like a standpoint in your life where you're feeling that you're not motivated, you know, all of the things. We've all felt like this. And now this line comes, it's time to wake up from the slumber. We need to get up back onto the mountain and become the king and the queen of the jungle again, because we need you, Aquarius, to move in fully. We need to we need your humanitarianism, you know, we need your open-mindedness. And it's not only, I'm not putting the pressure on Aquarius. You're here, you know, you have could be an Aquarius rising, you could be Aquarius moon. This is an energy of fully waking up into your full power and finding the courage and the bravery to do so, and speaking up and expressing yourself and being you. Enough with following the rules. Like, you're not such a rule follower, but I feel like you have been kind of scared, and in that fear, it's a little bit buckles you down. Right? So we have beautiful 9 of Cups, dreams coming true. Maybe some of you have been in a place that is a little bit challenging, and the 9 of Cups says, hey, your dreams are getting ready to come true. Are you ready to jump into this? Because if your mindset is, I am not enough, I can't do this, it's impossible, then the dreams won't come true. Right? Let me see where we're all at. 3 of Pentacles. Reach out. I like that. Reach out for support. You can't do this alone. Right? We all know this. Like, look, I love the hands. The imagery of the hands are all out here looking for support. There's support from above. There's support in this physical world. This is a Capricorn energy. right? This is a Pisces energy. This is like the Pisceans are more intuitive, cosmic, and the fact that the Pentacles is Capricorn on the earth. Like there's not much more earth than that, right? And there's a feeling here that you have help on all realms. So stop being the lone lion. The lion can't do this on their own anyways. The lion needs his what is she? She's a tiger? No, she's not a tiger. She's a lion, a female lion. Anyways, whatever. I'm thinking Lion King movie now. I see her. Okay. And he needs his cubs, and he needs his feline, and he needs his like giraffes. He needs this whole freaking jungle to work with him. Right? They all work with each other in the wild. It would be the same here. Some of you are needing to look for support when it comes to finances, when it comes to just moral support, or emotional support as well. So I love it. You're not alone. The 6 of Coins is your challenge. So that's the exchange of money, giving, receiving. So maybe some of you, interesting, have reached out for like financial support, and it's not coming to you. It's like not as fast as you thought it would come, and now you're getting discouraged. Never get discouraged, my beautiful warriors. How many times I have to tell you this? If you've reached out for financial aid, if you've reached out for emotional aid, or whatever kind of aid support that you've looked out for, and it hasn't come in the way you pictured it in your mind, it's because it's not the way it's supposed to come. And this is you being the lion. It's you being the cosmic God self that you are. You understanding that it's not the way your physical mind sees things. The 6 of Coins what tells me that there's a delay in the financial support, in the emotional, in the material, in the whatever it is, in the person. Whatever this is, the 6 of Coins says that, can you be okay with it for the moment? Because your dreams are going to come true. And you are going to get collaborators, but for now, it might not be as you imagined it in your mind. Because there's something at play, though. I kind of like this, actually. Wow. You have the Chariot card with more hands. And I kind of like this. There's hands here, too. All your cards have hands. So that's like coming and going and movement, right? And this is movement, which is Chariot, home and family. Chariot is success, victory. So like the story is here for you. What are you doing in your life right now? Are you starting your own oracle deck? Are you starting your own business? You have projects, you're starting a job, you just get into a relationship, you are seeking help from a counselor, you're seeking help from financial aid, your bank, whatever it is. It's all here in the 2 cards right here. That there's like some sort of help that's coming your way, but it's not coming as quickly as you imagined, and it's not coming in the way that you may have asked. But it's coming in a big way. And it's going to come, I don't know if you listened to my intro, but I talk about Venus moving into Sagittarius. Venus is love and finances, moving into Jupiter expansiveness. Everyone is going to experience some form of relief when it comes to money or love, but it's going to come to us in a way that's unexpected. And that's what I see here for you too. And it could be some of you are looking for a home, and then all of a sudden someone's going to call you up and say, hey, you can come into this home, and we don't even have to do a credit check. And you're like, yay, whatever. Or it's like, I am here's $100,000, yay, whatever that is. Like, I'm gonna invest in your business. I'm gonna invest in you. That's what this is, and this is freaking amazing. And that's the waking of the lion, and that's when your lioness and your lion wakes up inside you, and you're like, oh, boom. I got this opportunity. It's come in finally. And I expected it to come this way, but it's come this way, and I don't care. I'll take it. So be open and try to cancel, clear, delete the way that you see it coming in, because it's going to shock you the way it's coming. And it doesn't have to happen this week, and it can happen in 1 week, and it can happen in Cancer time, which is June, July. But be patient. Again, don't be like attaching yourself to dates. Don't be like, oh, well, you know, it's November, it should happen by November 10th. No, like I always say, these are like weekly readings, but there could be they're pretty timeless. But whatever you had in your mind working, even if like this kind of feels like travel, some of you maybe are gonna travel with a group of people, or you need a friend to travel. It's cheaper, and you know, at the moment the money's not there, but it will come and it will happen. Love it. Changes, you see, it's like, yes, changes. It's your life is about to take a little detour. I was gonna say deroute, a detour, but for a good thing, like a great detour. Celebrate your wins, which you will have soon enough. But be open to partnerships and be open to help. Oh, interesting. You have loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. I kind of love this, actually, because that's the 6 of coins. This is like you asking for help and not really getting it. You know, you asking for money, it's not coming in. You asking for help and your friend kind of like deceives you or something. It's just the exchange doesn't work out as you expected it. And the Chariot is like, yes, it's supposed to be like that. Can you accept this? That is like kind of strange. It's kind of like it's not going to work out the way you expected it. So there's unexpected shifts coming your way, unexpected money coming your way, unexpected like successes and wins coming your way. Celebrate them when they do come in. They could be small and they could be large, but whatever it is, it's actually changing up your whole path. So stop focusing. I know you're a fixed sign. Stop fixating on like the way you see life supposed to happen, and start to clear it all away and allow whatever it is that's coming in to come in. Boom, I love it. I'm going to give you one card. If there was the same card that came out for everybody else, I was going to scream, but it's not. Relax. Relax into this life. To me, Aries, I feel like with Pluto moving into Aries in November 19, it's going to be your go time. So can you just let everything else go and allow things to just happen? Love, love, love this. I love you too. Okay, Aquarius, check your rising and your moon for the messages. Also, I was going to say cancel, clear, delete. I'm like all over the place right now. Yeah, check my website for... I'm open for 2025 readings. Also, just love yourself like I love you. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got the Uncharted Sea. 46-10-1, new beginning. I love this. This is like the open, the uncharted territory, you know, the open sea. You have no idea what's coming for you. It's like the unknown. Right? Like we're going to go onto our boat here that looks like a moon. Our paper boat with a stork on it. Interesting. Maybe some of you are thinking of having a baby. Could be a great message for that. But there's a compass here, but it means nothing. It's like it's just open sea, freedom. Take a risk, take a chance, jump in, dive in, take a boat, take whatever it is. It's like a feeling of, are you ready to express yourself in however you feel like? You know, this is like be free to be you, be free to be me kind of energy. because something is like an Aries energy, something unexpected coming your way. There's like a shift that's happening that perhaps you have no idea about. Not perhaps, like you have no idea about. Things are going to start, popping up in your life, and it's going to be like, oh, what's going on here? I didn't plan this. Unplanned, uncharted, and unplanned. So, Five of Wands, we start with struggle, competition, fighting, arguing. You know, like between friends, with relationships, at work, talking behind each other's backs. You know, it's like a little bit struggle here. Four of Wands, right before it, is after the struggle comes the successes, you know? After the competition, there's competition, maybe talking behind your back, there's people around you gossiping about, and then you're like, I don't care, I'm still gonna win. Like, this is your wins. I love this. And then you're challenged by love. Love abounds. Ace of Cups. You're challenged by a new relationship. You're challenged by interesting, I said baby here. This could be some of you not having a hard time with baby. You're working really hard to have a baby. It looks promising, and then maybe not. So I don't know, some of you are on that kind of scale, which is like, it's happening, it's not happening, it's happening kind of thing. That could be that. The Three of Swords is your outcome. Okay. So for any, like, I hate to say this, but this is what I've just seen, and I just brought it up, so I'm going to talk about it. If some of you are thinking about having a baby, it's not the right time. It's, like, doesn't feel like it's going to happen, but it could be a mental and emotional issue here, that you're thinking too much about it, and that's why. But other people, who not everyone is wanting to have a baby here, there is some interesting. There's some fighting going on with yourself, with other people. There is a lot of arguing, a lot of challenges that you're overcoming here. But it's mostly to do with people in your life that are jealous of you, perhaps, or fighting you all the time. They're always like coming up against you, trying to win, you know? Like, that's that feeling. It's like I have someone or many people always trying to be one up you. You know, Five of Wands, like, oh, I'm better than you. I'm better. I can do this. I can do this. And you're like, okay. And you're like, you don't care. Four of Wands is like, you can be whoever you want, you can do whatever, but you feel good about yourself. You feel like you're on the right road. And this could be like fighting within the marriage, you know, like where you don't see the problem, but your partner does. You know, it's always like nagging, complaining, and like never happy, and you're like, oh, everything feels good to me. Like, I don't understand what your problem is, right? That's that feeling I'm getting. Within your workplace, like that is happening to you, and you're seeing your work as like great. If you're a business owner, like business feels good to you, and everybody else is just bitching, complaining, and you don't see it. It's like you're living a little bit in La La Land, but in a great way. I like it. I like the La La Land that you're in. This is Leo, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra. And the uncharted sea almost feels to me like, because the Ace of Cups as your challenge is like a new, I almost feel like, you see these two cards, I just explained them to you, and then I almost feel like someone wants to like bring in new business, bring in like something new, and bring in a new way of loving, a new way of this, but you don't see it. So freaking interesting. You're almost happy in your world. you're seeing life as okay. Like you're kind of happy with your life, but it's like everybody in your life is not happy with the way you're leading your life. And there's people trying to change you, make you more loving, make you more emotional, make you more, you know, like trying to like infringe on your happiness. And the Three of Swords in this reading almost makes me feel like, because you see the Three of Swords, she's bright and yellow, right? Usually it's very grief stricken and unhappy, but there's the sun shining, and I almost feel like you will continue being the eternal optimist here. You'll continue seeing life as fully free, and I feel like you're in a really good place, and it's everyone else that's all like off around you. And I feel like people are trying to change you, and people are trying to like make you change your vocation, your job, your business, or your relationship. Like people are struggling, but it's on them. They're complaining, they're nagging, they have problems, and you're like, yo man, like life is great for me. For once. You're like, for once, I see life as hunky-dory, and you're coming in and busting my chops. And that's what I see here. Like Plain and Jane. And it's like they want, like there's this feeling of wanting to change and to start something new. And you're like, no, I'm not going to change because I see life as this. But you will, what will happen is you will hurt and disappoint those around you, because you're kind of happy with the way things are going in your life. Is this making sense to you, Pisces? This is what I'm seeing here. I mean, I could totally see this as a different reading, but that's what I'm feeling right now. And I like it because it's like you are... I wish that you would continue. I like this. It's like you're just sticking to your guns at this point. This is you. Like I'm doing the best at what I can do with this marriage, at this family, with my job, with my life. You know, this is like the best I can do. And I put all my eggs in my basket, and I'm trying, and I'm happy. And it's just like everyone around you isn't. And it's tiring. And that's the uncharted territory almost. I love it. It's kind of like you're like, I just feel like getting in that boat and running away and trying something new, because I'm not here to play in your rules. I'm not here to play like stop nagging me, stop annoying me, like let me be me. Who else got that? Aquarius? Capricorn? I don't know. It's so interesting. You have bliss is worth creating from. Exactly. Like you're in a very interestingly great place in your life right now. And it's affecting some people, it's affecting your relationships greatly. It's affecting how you love others as well. And it's like, I think at this point in your life, Pisces, like you've been so malleable, and you've been flexible, and you've been always adjusting your emotions according to everyone else. And now you're like, I'm done. I'm happy. So yeah, you might be disappointed in the fact that this is where I want to be. And maybe I want to be alone for the rest of my life, and I'm happy with it too. Like you're happy for yourself, but everyone is not. You are living poetry, 1000%. It's almost like you're living at the beat of your own drum right now. And it could be uncharted sea, like territory for you, because it's new for me, right? Pisces was always like, I wanted everyone else to be happy. I want to people please. I want to make everything great. And now you're like, I'm done. And leave me alone. Wow. Outrageous openness. I love it. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from any attachments, Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I'm open to receive. And I feel like that's exactly where you're at. And I'm so happy. Like, I'm excited for whatever Pisces is watching this, because it's been so long that it's been challenging. But with the Three of Swords, I got to tell you that I do still see like some breakups, and I still do see some, you know, you may disappoint others, but you're not disappointing yourself. You're sticking to your guns with this Four of Wands. It's showing up, and it's like, I'm done. I'm like happy. I'm happy in this unknown. I'm happy like where I'm going. Like I don't want to change. I don't want to always change for everybody, you know, because they're not comfortable with me. I'm done. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm open. I'm ready to receive. And yes, I might disappoint you, and yet yes, I might make you feel like off, but I'm done. I love it. I love it. So Pisces, one last message, please. I haven't done this for everybody, but relax. You got the same thing as Aquarius. Relax. Relax. Don't do it. No. Oh. I like it. Honor your feelings. Which is the first quarter moon in Pisces. You're showing up here. Who's this? It's Cancer, I think. Yeah, full new moon in Cancer. Yep. I mean, honor yourself as you move through this, and it's about time that you live for yourself, for you. I really like where you're at here, and everyone else can have their own problems, and it's time for you to express yourself and move into this new you. And you won't be pleasing anybody. And you never will be. So let's do this. I love this. I hope that this inspires you and motivates you to be you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe. And thank you. Check out my website. I got 2025 readings, and we have so much other stuff too. That's it. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy. I love you, and I'll see you next week.